and welcome to my stream, where we'll be playing in a town called Ginstock during the Gin Revolution. But why are we here? We're doing a 28-hour stream in order to support our friend NPC Bree, who's going through some real rough times. Do take a moment to check out the GoFundMe, and if you can support any way you can, we very much appreciate it. We have some donation rewards. If you'd like to trigger some of those, please do let us know, including 50% discount at the Mage Hand Press store on your entire basket for donations above £15, and other things there as well. I also have Bean Boozled. If we donate $20, I do Bean Boozled. It'd be a fun time. There's some other links here as well, including shout-outs to our sponsors, Mage Hand Press and Bird and the Storm Publishing, without whom this couldn't happen, so big thank you to them. But without further ado, let's go around and say hello to all these wonderful faces around the screen. Why don't we go clockwise and start with A. Kelly Lane. Oh, hi, Kelly.
Oh, that's me. Hi, I'm Kelly, A. Kelly Lane on Twitter. Are we doing character stuff? What are we doing?
Yeah, sure. Just tell us the lowdown.
Okay. The lowdown.
Yeah.
So today I'm playing Griselda, who's my barbarian gnome who shows up in one-shots a lot. She also has a knackering for jewelry making. It was the trade that her parents tried to get her to do that was more responsible than femur breaking, but sadly here we are. Her barbarian ways just took over. She's excited to see what's going on in this town.
Next around, we welcome first time on the stream, the Genya. Jen, oh hi, nice to meet you.
Hi, good to meet you too. I am Jen Vaughn, the Genya. I go, my pronouns are she, her, and I will be playing Alizarin Crimson, a centaur druid, who by day is a leather burler and pyrographer, but by night is secretly tattooing people. So, yeah, she's a druid of the Circle of Dreams, so I'll be bringing a little bit of the healing power to our super swole group of people. And I'm very excited to play for Bree and raise some money.
Thank you. And also thank you, Wild Engineer, for shouting out in chat for me to update the GoFundMe ticker, because we've received another two $20 donations. So I guess I'll have a couple of Bean Boozled whilst we carry on going around. We'll go to Nairi next, Malakatra.
Hi, I'm Nairi, or at Malkatra, and I'm going to be playing Arya Kasparia, who is a blacksmith's apprentice. But, you know, in order to get better, she tries to practice with her own crafts and tries to get to know her swords a little better. But also she has a very, very big interest in the drinks that the town likes to provide and the alcoholic type. So, yeah, it's all practice. You got to keep practicing and get better at stuff. And that's all she really wants to do.
Hey, this was a really great Bean Boozled. One of them was licorice. And whatever the other flavour was, I can't taste it at all because the licorice is so strong. It could have been vomit, it could have been peach. I haven't got a clue. I'll take that. That's a win. Nairi, thank you so much for joining us. Last but most certainly not least, our current musical producer, producing music for us, as well as doing music for her own thing as well, of course, because she's a professional. Jay!
Hi, I'm Jay, or Jay Gansgold, and I'm going to be playing Tierston Hemsworth Moore, who is just a spoiled brat. He's a barbarian, but he's not really. He's of noble birth, and yeah, and he hates authority. He's a jerk.
Oh, and hating authority is a fantastic place to start for this one shot. Because we are in the town of Ginstock. The town of Ginstock, a recent assassination attempt on the local town's guard captain has led to the entire city being put into total martial law lockdown. People not allowed to leave the city without a chaperone. Tradesmen very restricted. Everything getting searched on the way in and out. Music prohibited. Artwork prohibited. Including tattooing. No dancing, no loitering or gathering in groups of more than 2 people. Unless you're in a pub, because the main export of Ginstock is gin. And they have many pubs where they have many ales and gins of varying. Honestly, it'd be like that. Everyone knows that if they cut off the gin, then everyone would go mental. So you're still allowed to drink. You're still allowed to go to the pub. Thank you. I could have sworn I updated the title. This is how it's been going for about probably a week at this point. People are just kind of settled into the into this notion that they're stuck here if they started here, and they can only really drink. They're not really allowed to have any fun with it. So you're allowed to drink, but you're not allowed to drink and then sing, for example. You're allowed to drink, but then you have to go home alone. You're not allowed to stagger home with people, for example. Each of you will receive an invite to a secret meeting beneath the Knackered Pony, a pub in the middle of the city, quite close to the guard tower and the main gin distillery. It's the biggest thing they probably can brew around 500 to 1,000 gallons of gin in one sitting in this gin distillery. It's a huge thing with big stills hanging off the rooftops and all sorts. So as we go round, why don't you tell us? The letter is very secretive. It's are you tired of being oppressed, citizen or guest or whatever? Then join us as we make plans to take back our city. And it's just signed, Remy. Why don't we go round again in reverse order this time? Why don't you tell us who you are, how you got stuck in the city, or whether you were born there, and how you feel about this letter and why you're going along. That's the only thing. I'd like you all to go along, even if it's begrudging. So why don't we start with Kirsten Hemsworth Moore.
So, Kirsten was born and raised in this city. And he's getting bored of rebelling against his parents. So, now he's gonna go big. He's gonna rebel against the local government. So that's his motive.
I'm under, the way you say he's gonna go big. Does that mean you've been graffitiing on the walls, stealing policemen's helmets? And...
Oh yeah, going big means tripping someone or whatever, that's for him. For him, that's going big. Sneaking out, and that kind of thing.
Yeah. Threw an egg at the mayor's house. That sort of.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love it. Next around, Aria. What's Aria's story?
So Arya's basically she was born and raised here. She was always encouraged by her parents to go into the crafts of the town, either alcohol or some other kind. She brewery, that kind of stuff. But she was always, she wasn't really good at making those stuff as she was drinking those stuff. Kind of like how when you're a kid at Christmas, you have to eat all the cookies your mom makes. You can't just leave them be. So she decided to go and see what else she could do out there, and she found the blacksmith, and she was really interested in the ways that all the blades and stuff were being made. So she's like, yeah, sure, I could do that too. But obviously you can't show off your skills to people if you can't hang out with people. So it's kind of a moot point. So she needs to make the hanging out part of the town come back so that she can boast. That's really all there is to her.
Oh, that is absolutely perfect. So perhaps the blacksmith's place was once a place where people would gather, maybe to marvel at your skills and perhaps have a non-drinking commune, which is of course now illegal. Next around, let's go to Alizarin. Did I say that right?
Alizarin Crimson.
Alizarin.
I mean, it's like it's a red pigment. So, or you can call me Crim, if that's, yeah.
Crim. Oof, yeah.
Crim. Crim's parents used to own a tattoo shop in a different city, the Prickled Pen, and when it closed down, we had to, they had to move and got stuck here, and we're trying to make the best of it. But Krim is definitely looking to help bring down the government, whether it's through really good typography and design on these letters, you know, the handouts they're giving out, but also tired of like tattooing people underneath, like where their shirts always cover everything. So wants to see some new skin.
I mean, that's totally relatable. Just wanting to see
Yeah.
skin. That's yeah. I agree.
But also it could just do more like new design and layout for them too, you know, on their secret missives to people. So
yeah. You know, I used to have notes for this one shot. But I'll be damned if I can find them. I'm just gonna go. Let's go a cappella.
we can just roleplay this whole thing.
Oh yeah, no. It was merely. I used to keep notes just to keep time, but we'll just carry on. Kelly, how is Griselda involved?
So Griselda's kind of a wanderer. She goes from kind of place to place looking for essentially trouble to get into. So when she hears that there's a troubleless town, essentially, she has to go start some. And hearing this letter, an opportunity for kind of
Looks like we got
social
a new
justice
friend.
almost related trouble, she's all for it. She's in it to take down some bad guys and
Yeah.
liberate. She's the great liberator.
And even in the evening on the way to this meeting, because there's also a curfew, by the way, you're not allowed out past 11. Even on the way, you can see in this evening dusk, old men who once would have enjoyed their shift at the distillery and then gone on to the pub with their friends, sort of gently mope down the streets. They've just got used to this general oppression. Two of them will sort of stop maybe now and then and be like, "Oh, you know, how are you? How's the family?" But it won't be long until a guard comes along and intersects and just separates them and says, "Come on, move along." They don't fight it. They just carry on. Let's put you all in the bar. There is a barmaid, a heavy-set half-orc, who is rubbing a glass. She could be trying to clean it or just trying to wear the glass down. It's hard to tell. She's been rubbing this same glass quite vigorously for quite a while now, with quite a dirty rag, so who knows. But she sort of is very willing to give out drinks, as despite her questionable hygiene on glasses, the quality of drinks is good. But she's not giving up any information about the cellar easily. Where would you be in the bar? Do you just walk straight up to her, or would you already be in there? Someone's got to already be in there. Who's already in the bar?
Well, right now, Tiersten is definitely looking for someone to buy him drinks since he's not of age. So he's like keeping an eye out for like someone that's gonna, like someone that looks like chill enough to buy him a drink.
Yeah, Krim's not like an easy mark, but is of age and remembers, you know, and is always like trying to help out like cool kids. So you see Krim's like a little as a centaur, she's like blue and white pinto, so she's got like a hoof kind of like curled around another hoof and just kind of like waves you over like,
Hey, you, yeah, you think you can get me a drink? I'm kind of getting a little parched over here. You know, I'm not of age, but
shh. No, you're of age. You're fine. What can I get you?
Oh yeah. No, you're right. I'm like,
you want the regular? The regular?
Yeah. That's probably pretty good, right?
Yeah, you know,
you probably know what the regular is, right?
Yeah. Krim taps the bar. 2 regs, please.
Yeah.
Not for me, obviously.
Oh no, they're both for me. I've got a little more size, so I need 2.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a horse and a human.
Yeah, 4 stomachs.
Yeah. Eating for 2.
We've got enough troubles in this town.
All right, just one then.
No.
One.
I'll turn a blind eye. We could all use some cheering up.
You all right? You seem a little down.
I'm just fine. Tell me, Would you like a cognac?
Is that the regular?
I thought it was just gin with Tabasco sauce in it, but yes, we'd like a cognac.
Ah, yes. Well, I'll just get you your regulars. As she moves away, she was talking in code. If you'd like to make some sort of check to see.
Yeah. I felt like we were supposed to say like the dove flies at midnight. Well, that was a 13 for insight.
13 for insight. Okay.
Or should I also make a check?
Yeah,
okay.
sure.
Cool. Yeah, that's 19 for insight.
On a 19, this is a town which prospers on its alcohol, and you know that Remy is the name of a popular cognac. It was also the name on the bottom of your letters. So as she goes away to get these the regulars, the gin with stuff in, she's sort of like, fancy drinks, and comes and puts them back
with a total of 2 ingredients. Go on.
Yeah, she's if she has to do more than this, she likes doing this. This is a good action. But
the old gin pull, yeah,
the old gin pull. She comes back and gives you the drinks, and it's like, all right, that'll be
thank you.
4 copper.
Krim slides over 3 coppers, 1 for each drink, and then 1 for the extra message. Krim slides over a 4th copper.
I don't want any of the guards to see me with the drink, so maybe if I could just like hide behind your horse-like figure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I got bumps and rumps back here, so yeah. She kind of flicks her tail, not flirtily, but just like, is there a certain corner of the bar we should frequent? Good old keep.
If you're here for the cognac, then I recommend. Her accent's from everywhere. If you're here for the cognac, then I recommend that you take the back left corner. Can't be seen from the window.
Yes, yeah. All right, we're here for the. Yes, thank you. All right, Justin, you wanna go over there?
Yeah. And like.
Yeah. You're walking.
Kirsten will kind of like crouch like behind, like to like get down to your level, of your back, your horse-like back.
Yep. Just walking like normally, kind of slow, looking around. Oh, over this corner. Yes. The air is much finer over here, and there's not too many clumps of people.
I think this is gonna be exciting. I think we're really gonna be able to like hurt someone.
Listen, all I want is to change. Maybe a guard. Maybe all the guards. Like, let's change something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's like just destroy this town.
Yeah, but also like I still want to live here.
Okay, so like let's like dismantle the establishment and like
love it.
Create enough anarchy so that we can be rulers of our own sub-settlement without having like a really official government, because that would be just as problematic as our
right until we become the problem. All right. Okay. Yeah, we should. Yeah. We'll do like a community. Is there any? And do we see anyone else in this corner as we're like planning?
You're muted, Scrat.
Unless Griselda or Araya are already there, then no.
I don't think Griselda is there, but I think right about this time you hear the front door kind of slam open dramatically, and everyone has to like pan down to this gnome walking in.
Camera pans to the door, then pans down.
And you see this little long-haired gnome kind of covered in like furs and leather walk up to the bar, and she's kind of like and then she sees how hard the bar stools are, and she goes and like scrambles up really quickly. and like bangs on the counter.
Hello there. What can I get you?
I think I need a Remy or something like that. Isn't it supposed to be some kind of liquor?
Ah, yes, the Remy. Yes, Remy VSOP. And she goes across and makes a pretense of getting you a drink, but instead, basically, essentially gives you a glass with a note in it, and says, "Your friends are sitting in the back corner."
And she'll start to take out the note, and she kind of leans over the bar. She's like,
You know, you're not very sneaky. You should practice a little bit more.
and she hops down.
How rude.
Person with the most dramatic entrance.
Yeah.
Saunters over to the corner and reads the note on her way.
On the way, it just says, welcome. That's all it says. Like, welcome to the revolution.
And she like crumples it up and shoves it in like a pocket.
Would
And
we
she
like...
looks down and realizes the mug is actually empty.
Looks like we got a new friend.
And sighs a little bit and like takes a flask out of her pocket and like fills it up.
Seeing Griselda like walking towards the corner, she'll probably Tierston, he'll probably nudge Crim and be like, someone's coming, do you think they're a guard?
I mean, I feel like maybe they're an undercover guard, because they're just kind of blowing everything. You know, like we saw her walk in, we saw her make a lot of noise, we saw her like scream for Remy. Yeah, let's be careful with this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got your back. You got mine.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right. And we each take like the tiniest sip of our drink. Like just a taste. Just like a kitten's whisper.
Oh, that tastes really bad. I don't know why you suggested this. Ugh.
It's a lesson. Not all alcohol tastes good, and so you have the rest of your life to drink. You don't have to do it all in one night.
Yeah, I drink all the time. I'm like totally used to alcohol. You know, like this is like normally this would be nothing. This is just really bad this time.
Well, I'll take it back because I love it. But no, you keep it for now. We'll get you something better soon. Maybe if another person arrives for our meeting that's not this rather loud person. Like kind of, but now Griselda's like right next to them probably.
Yeah, and she's like drinking out of this mug while you're talking. Hello.
Yeah.
So
I'm
what
Crim.
brings? Oh,
No, go.
No, nice to meet you.
Shake, shake. And this is my friend. Oh, I didn't get your name.
Lawrence. I'm Lawrence. What brings you to this corner of the bar?
Can Griselda insight check Lawrence?
Should I do a counter deception check?
By all means, let's start with the RP PvP.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Slight hesitation. Maybe they genuinely forgot.
Oh, hello, Lawrence and
Crim. You here for the secret letters and random delivery guys and stuff?
Oh, wait, secret letters and random delivery guys? Sounds like a party.
doesn't it? It sounds like a really good time to me.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anything about any secret delivery guys and random letters, mysterious letters. I know nothing of that.
Well, then I think you're sitting in the wrong booth.
Well, listen, Larry can sit wherever they want, all right? I'm going to stand.
Lawrence.
Yeah. Well, because we're friends. He's got a nickname, so.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes, proof that we're friends. What do you mean a secret meeting? Shouldn't there have been a handshake or something?
Yeah, you'd think they're not doing a really good job keeping the whole secret thing. I mean, the barmaid herself is a little like, twitchy.
She might be a little scared, do you think?
I mean, she doesn't look really scared to me. But whatever. Fear is for larger people than I am.
Must be around this point that Arya steps into the bar.
Yeah, I walk in just nonchalantly, almost about to whistle, but still it's like in the back of my head, like, oh no, wait, you can't have music. So it sort of turns out being kind of like a kind of thing as she's walking up to the bar. Yeah, and I walk up to the bartender.
Hello, what can I get for you?
Oh, just your finest drink, if you please. I don't really care.
Great. She straight away goes to the most expensive bottle in the bar.
Sure.
And comes back pouring you out a small measure. Say when?
That's good.
Great, that'd be 10 gold.
Sure, that's all I brought here.
Lovely. Are you here for the cognac?
Oh, yes, tough times and all. My friend Remy always used to say, you have to stick together in times like this.
Say no more. Say no more. Your friends are just around the corner.
Oh, thank you very much. And I'll take how big is my drink? Or small?
It's a straight liquor pour. It's the Ginstock Special Reserve 50-year-old gin. You've just had a straight pour neat, with a little bit of lemon on the side. She didn't offer you any tonic because there wasn't any room left in the glass, as you filled this regular gin and tonic tumbler to the top of it.
Cool. I'll take my awesome glass and I'll walk over to my new pals.
Krim nods because she saw her have to sip a little bit of the gin off the top of the glass before walking over. Can't waste a drop. I love it.
Oh, this is very expensive and quite lovely, especially today.
I mean, this one knows how to party. You can tell. Right? You can tell.
What's so special about today?
Oh, just like any other day, there's no chance to do whatever you want. You have to abide by the new laws and be quiet and not speak to people whenever you want.
Yeah, this place seems really dull. I mean, like, I was just walking through and they closed the gates behind me, and I've been here for like a week, and I'm so bored.
It's the worst town ever. It used to not be so bad. Before it was just like my parents that were ruining everything. But now it's everyone. Everywhere you go, there's people that don't do this, don't do that. If you do that one more time, we're going to have to throw you in the prison, feed you to the dogs.
It's like the entire town became your parents.
I've been there.
Exactly what
That's
it's
a
like.
phase.
You'll notice
It's a
nearby
big phase.
there is a lavatory door. One of the doors that leads on to the lavatories. They have enough hygiene to know that you shouldn't put the toilet straight onto the main drinking area. And it opens, and a heavy-set human, think sort of Gaston-style heavy-set, but wearing cropped black hair and a beret, leans out the door and says, "You're here for Remy."
And we all sort of like salute with our glasses.
Come.
And let's go meet Remy, I suppose.
After you.
Everybody around here seems to have this like kind of look, like they're not really Anyway, it's like they're all related or something.
I mean, how the town has been just big enough for none of us to know each other, but just small enough to contain and control. So,
Are you trying to call me an inbred? I'll take you down right here, right now.
All right. Let's go, friend. Let's keep that fire for something else.
Yes, for Remy.
We shuffle that way,
I walk off, yeah.
but we do it in groups of 2, so as not to draw attention to ourselves.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And this heavy-set gentleman holds open the staff-only door for you, no unauthorized access, and it leads down into the cellar where there are many ale and lager kegs, and large barrels of gin as well. They sell enough of it that they keep it in barrels rather than bottles. The house stuff, anyway. Some of these barrels have been turned over and repurposed to make up seating for you all. And there's a couple of people already down here. And a half-orc stands at the lectern. Normally this would be about a 17-year-old boy, but the NPC is too similar to Jay, so I'm switching it out for someone else.
And I think Griselda will lead to whoever's next to her, and she'll be like, I didn't know we were going to an AA meeting.
Excuse me.
I mean, that's what this looks like, right? Like, I've been to a couple of these before.
Oh, I mean, if that's what it takes to get the rules, like to overthrow society, then that's fine, right? If we have to get clean, don't you think maybe that the gin might be what's keeping everyone down? Sedated.
She looks at like the fancy cocktail in your hand, and she's like, "Yeah, sure."
the two ingredient, my gin with a Tabasco floater or hot sauce like spot in it.
Listen, I've been to tons of AA meetings because I drink tons of alcohol all the time, and let me tell you, it's all a hoax. The whole alcohol keeping you down thing, it makes you stronger, and that's why I'm so big and strong. It's because I drink so much alcohol, because that's what cool kids do.
I also want to call insight on Tierston, because I feel like there's a lot of like bravado going on. I drink everything.
Yeah, sure thing. Yeah, let's have
5'7".
Let's have an insight.
And Griselda like looks you up and down and like gives you this look like you're shorter than she is.
18. Do I?
If you want to make it insight checks, we can totally do that. Yeah, we're beating a 13 this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got an 18.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you win. You can see through Tierston's ruse. If anyone else would like to check, you totally can.
I'm not gonna call him out on it though. Like, that's rude.
Yeah.
We just met. We're on the same side.
Prim is so cool.
Is there anyone else around here?
We all need a friendly crew.
Yeah, it's just the 4 of us and the...
There's 4 of you. There's a half-orc standing at the lectern. The guy with the cropped hair and the beret stands at the back, lurking. We'll call him Igor for purposes until we know his real name. He just looks like an Igor. There's also a few other people in the room. There is what looks like a farmer to one side, and a couple of gin distillery workers as well. And this half-orc comes up to the lectern. There's not enough of you to roar in a lectern or nearly the amount of barrels, but he takes the lectern anyway and goes, hello, friends, and welcome. This is going to be the revolution where we take back Ginstock. It's going to be so much fun. Now, I need adventurers to carry out this plan because I'm very, very good at making ideas, but not very good at carrying them all out. So I've got lots of ideas. Essentially, here's my plan. We're going to create a big distraction, like set the city on fire or something, and then when all the guards inevitably come out of their tower, we're going to kill the guard captain. And then we'll win.
I love it. You got me.
You think killing one guard's gonna do it, even if they're in charge?
It's just the captain that's the problem. He's a right stickler for the rules.
And everyone else is just like
We'd show him.
he's like making him drink his pee or something, and so they're all like bullied in to do it.
I thought you might say that. This is why I have had lots of ideas. I've been doing months of preparation, and I have the following things at your disposal. First of all, I've got a lot of flammable materials. These 2 barrels here, our friend the farmer over there, he went on a special recce to go and find this super explosive stuff. I can't remember exactly what he said it was called. What did you say?
Can Krim smell something in this room besides gin distillery stuff?
Possibly. It's not petrol.
Yep.
Or gas.
It's a farmer. A farmer brought a barrel of something.
Oh no, not fertilizer. Not fertilizer.
Okay.
No, it's he's actually you're wondering where he got this stuff from. It's a chemical thing from one of the gin distilleries what they make on the side. They make it out on this secret thing. It's highly explosive. The wizards were commissioning it. Apparently they're calling it nitroglycerin or something like that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's really explosive. You touch a fire to it and it just goes woof. So I was thinking that you could possibly set fire to the grain stores, and there's your distraction. Now the next bit, like you said, just one person. We need to get the people to raise up, don't we, and take back the town for themselves. Create a little clan, if you will. What we're gonna do? I've got all of this mad leaf fruit, right? And if we get all this mad leaf fruit into the drinks, either in the gin or in the ale or something, we can create enough berserk potion to get everyone all riled up.
You seem to really like exploding and burning things, don't you?
I am an artist, you could say. I've seen my fair share of explosions. Twinkle in his eye.
And sorry, what do we call you exactly?
My name's Falk.
Kirsten will kind of like nudge Griselda and be like, "This man's a genius."
I mean, I feel like there's something I'm missing here about his plan being useful, but in general, I like it. I like it a lot.
Now, which one of you is the rogue? I must have hired a rogue.
Not a bloody one of us, I think.
Why didn't I?
I like swords.
Damn.
Once I snuck out of the house,
Igor,
and it was
I
crazy.
fit in a really tight spaces.
he calls the back and goes, Trevor, I thought you said we hired a rogue. I thought we had a rogue to go and do the assassination. Right, okay. Well,
Yeah, Trevor.
the big man's like,
Fucking Trevor.
Everyone throws trash at Trevor.
I saw Telston sneaking around. I made an assumption.
That is what you get when you make assumptions.
yeah, your brother or something of something. But, right, okay, well, we'll just have to improvise, all right? Have you ever killed anyone before, any of you?
Yeah.
You'll do? Brilliant. What we'll do is, we'll distract everyone and get everyone mad and fighting and all the rest of it, and there'll be chaos in the streets and things will be exploding and people will be crying out for help and all the rest of it. And whilst all that's going on, the guard captain will almost certainly lock himself away, like, I'm not going down there because I'm smart, I want to stay alive. And that's when we sneak you in somehow. Now, you not being a rogue, I don't know how we're going to do it. Like, I thought you could just, like, do a roguey thing and, like, sneak up all the stairs, but... How would you feel about being launched by a catapult? I can get a catapult on short notice.
Oh, that sounds like a great new adventure. I might also recommend if there's an opportunity I can fit in a barrel.
Oh, and I could kick that barrel with my hooves.
I can carry one if somebody else can fit in a barrel.
What if it's just you could just deliver me with the rest of the gin?
But what about the rest of us?
Well, then when everybody, like, I don't hear anybody anymore because I at least have ears, right? I pop out of the barrel and open the door, and then you all come in, and then we blow more stuff up.
Oh, the old what's it called? The gin horse or something like that. The rocking horse. One of them things.
Yeah,
Trojan. Yeah.
And then while you guys are doing all of that, I'll go and sneak into people's houses while they're sleeping, and I'll put one hand in a bowl of warm water and one hand in a bowl of cold water, and they're all pee themselves. That'll get them riled up.
Tushton, this sounds like a perfect use for your skills, and I'm loving it.
Especially if it's flammable. Then we can just let them do that and then burn them.
Oh.
I mean, that is slightly sadistic. I'm not gonna lie. We want to try and bring people into our new clan what is against guardsmen. But if we have to, kill some of them, all I'm trying to say is some of them may die, but it is a sacrifice that I'm willing to make.
I mean, I think we should try and keep the people in the town alive, because otherwise who will be there to join in the party afterwards?
Yeah, agreed, Griselda. Yeah.
That is a valid point.
But if they just have wet pants, that's fine too.
Yeah, but if they have to have a reason to wake up and get out of bed.
Listen, this is a dog-eat-dog world. It's survival of the fittest out here.
I agree. All right. Well, let's grab some of this nitro, eh?
Well, this is the thing, though, isn't it? Because if you're gonna use I wasn't sure if you'd want to use all of it. You seem very accepting of these plans. I've had another group down here, and they were very skeptical of the whole thing. But they left quite unhappy, actually. We don't talk about them anymore. I don't know why I brought it up. But essentially, if you're gonna do it all, then the mad root one that takes the longest, because you got to get it in the water, or the ale, or whatever you want to do.
Oh, so this isn't all the same plan. I thought it was like steps, like distraction, mad root, assassination.
Yeah, I didn't realize this was an either or. I thought it was.
Yeah, because I'd rather not kill anyone. Like.
I don't know. It will be. I mean, people can get a little bit mad without killing each other. Riots never hurt no one.
I believe riots are the way to let out a bit of tension. I mean, look at me. I make a lot of swords, but nobody buys them, and I never use them.
Listen, I bet you if these people kept all their rules, but once a year they had one day where there's no rules at all, and you could do whatever you want, and people could just get out all their anger and kill each other, I think that would be a really effective system.
It sounds very cathartic to me.
Yeah, and we can call it the urge, because they get the urges out.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I want.
This is what we should do after we take over as a group. Mm-hmm.
I like that. I like the sound of that. I don't mind telling you, I've set some fires in my days, and one day a year where it's all right, that would be mighty good.
But yeah, so why are we? So I thought the plan was we make everybody crazy and we set everything on fire, and then so the crazy people have something to do while we go.
I had someone explain it to me. It's a thing called logistimications. I think logistimications. You see,
that's a big word.
Setting things on fire takes literally. You can do it just like that, but getting brew into people and distributing it and everything, it can take a little while, apparently. I said to just put mad root in cups and start forcing it down people's throats, but the farmer don't agree, and the farmer's sitting in the corner going, "You're bad, you know, if you're going to get really bad."
I mean, what if we had? Does it have to be in liquid? Like, can we get like somebody to bake cookies? And we can just put it in the cookies and just hand out free cookies, because everybody eats free cookies, and there's no you don't force people to eat cookies. People just see cookies and they're like, ah.
I like it. I love that. I love cookies too. Who knows how to bake?
I know how to bake swords. I can try and bake cookies. I don't know if it's the same thing. I don't know if they require hammering or molds.
I'm a gnome. Making people happy is literally what I was raised to do. I can bake a damn cookie.
Fantastic.
Nobody looks at a chocolate chip cookie and says like, "Oh, this isn't a quality cookie, so I'm not going to eat it." People just eat the cookie.
but we could definitely use your forge. Just maybe not quite as hot because I think it'll just kind of burn up into nothing.
I think I can handle that one. Yes.
Worst case scenario, I got a brownie guy, so.
Oh. What is the brownie guy?
Yeah, more detail.
I think that
Oh,
depends where
you
you are
just-
in the world. So I've heard, because apparently the Ginstock brownie is very different to the what's the name of the place? No, I can't remember it. It's something sounds like America. Something clever, but I lost it. Carry on. You guys carry on. I'll shut up.
just like the brownies with the good stuff,
It's like dense chocolate cake.
Oh, you don't mean like a guy that just has a supply of imps.
Oh,
No.
no.
Okay, all right. That's sorry. I was just like, oh, it's like we could use them in this revolution.
They could hand out the cookies
No, I need
or the brownies, I guess.
that makes chocolate delicacies. That kind of brownie.
What else do we need to give away cookies?
I mean, like people.
People.
And maybe some decorative platters to put them on, so we're not just handing them out with our sweaty hands.
That sounds good. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. Chocolate chips. Do we have all the supplies? Flour, sugar, sand. What else?
Farmer, can you get your hands on some chocolate chips? And he sort of. Yeah, I know about that. You may have to go in there, like you're saying. He can't get any.
I mean,
we could we could do sugar cookies, right? Like if you got sugar and flour, you can make a sugar cookie.
yes. Let's skip.
What?
They probably won't be as we probably won't get as many people to eat the cookies because like it's not chocolate, but like, or maybe Kirsten or maybe Lawrence's brownie guy can get a hold of some chocolate chips.
I have an idea. Maybe instead of chocolate chips, we use poop. No one will know better until they eat it.
But we
But
need them to eat it. And
We
that's-
did the whole thing, Larry.
Also, I would very much suggest not making the shop smell like poop, because if my shop smells like poop, my supervisor will not be happy about that, and I'm trying to keep my job. I'm a little bit. I have a lot to prove still.
Yeah, I mean, you can give him money. All right, yeah, let's it. He said if you want to do the poop, then you can use his barn. But otherwise, he says he's got plenty of oats and raisins. If you want to make oat and raisin cookies.
Wait,
Could
let's
use raise.
let's do a poll. Who likes raisins in anything?
Whole room goes dead. Oh, no, there's two.
Tiersten just whispers under his breath, "Cancelled."
Okay, let's put it. So like 1 in 3 people maybe are willing to eat an oat and raisin cookie, but I'd say 2 in 3 people look at an oat and raisin cookie and think it's a chocolate chip cookie, and once they've started eating it, they're like, I might as well finish eating this because like it's not terrible and I don't want food. So like that's close enough.
You've convinced me. I agree.
That's
I
a
agree.
good
We'll
point.
trick them. Yes. Everyone loves a trick cookie that's not full of poop that they can clearly
And
smell.
see, then Lawrence, sorry, I got too familiar. Lawrence, and then that's still, we're still pulling the wool over the man, right? Because they think they're getting a chocolate chip cookie and they're not. It just avoids us having to deal with the poop, right? So
I think that's a great plan. I like the way you think. Sometimes, except for like the fact that you raised your hand.
In this town, this is Jen, the player talking. Is there like an area with like the edicts of the new town hammered to something, or some sort of symbolic hammer under which we're all being crushed in the middle of town?
Yeah, so in the middle of the town, as you can see from the picture behind me for you guys, there is a tall tower in the center of the town, and on each of the 4 corners, if it was a square, there is a picture of the edicts, and sometimes you can see the guard captain staring down at you from his oppressive yoke from the top of the tower in his shining white armor with gold trimmings. And a plume. He wears a plume.
It's a plume. All right.
If that tells you anything about what a real guard is, and anyway, yeah. Always wears a plume.
Krim turns to the rest. And maybe once we get everyone a little high on the mad leaf, we go and we take down those edicts, you know? Like we rip them off the wall and like stamp on them.
Or
we could kill people.
Or we could draw things on them like funny faces.
Yes, and bits of body parts. Yes.
And like googly eyes or something, you know?
Yes, and all the O's. Yes. Okay.
We could change them to different edicts.
Yes. That's good. All right.
Yeah, you scratch out everything where it says like do not and you just put like do or like must.
Mm-hmm. Or you add in bed to the end of every sentence. Yes. All right.
Like we could add like never cover your mouth when you cough. Like that would be a good one, right?
It's a we'll put it at the bottom of the list, but yeah, it's still there. It's
You're
still
a
counts.
real rebel, Larry. I'm sensing that from you. You're a real rebel.
Got the heart and the fire. All right. We turn back to the half work. All right, give us the mad leaf.
Oh yeah, help yourself. These lovely gin distillery workers bought it. They use it in one of their gins. But you can't put it in the gin though. It gets too distilled, and then it don't work no more. It's just for flavour. But it'll work very nicely if you put it in the reservoir or in one of the pubs or something like that.
All right. So I think what we need to do is like cook it down in oil or butter, so it gets in the cookie.
Yeah.
I'm not speaking from previous experience with any other type of leaf item.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You can be the leaf master. I'll be the cookie master.
Perfect.
I suppose we take everything we need and we go to the shop. I mean, it's just the blacksmith, so if we can gather there and then get everything ready, make the cookies or brownies or whatever we're going to be making.
Yeah,
Right.
and are we still gonna set something on fire? Because I really think that's a key part of the plan.
Well,
I think
there are granaries all over the city, and if you know anything about granary, they keep it real dry. And so if you want to start a fire, that's a great place to start. Because everyone panics. Oh no,
I
the
feel like we
food.
don't even need the nitro, really. You know, like they're just poorly attended granaries.
Yeah, where's the fun in
Yeah.
that? Where's the fun?
We take some nitro too. Like, and does anyone else have a sack? Krim's got a leather satchel she can put some stuff in, but we should probably spread the goods out.
That's the only
could
problem.
also-
I haven't got any little containers. You see, all the mad root is in a cart outside, and I've only got the 160-litre barrel of the nitroglycerin, so, some of you look strong, you'll be alright.
Does the nitroglycerin have any kind of I could just ask us out of character. Does it have any kind of like symbol or anything for the tavern?
Hazard.
It doesn't have a symbol for the tavern, but it does have about 9 red diagonal pictures on it. Like 9, yeah, you know the ones, diamond-shaped warning signs. You can see some of the classic ones there. You know, the fish dead by a tree, the eye with a drip, and the hand with a dint in it. No one really knows what they mean, but they're all there.
I think we should come back for the nitroglycerin because I don't know if we want that to be in the same cart as the cookies at any point.
Oh, that is a good idea. We don't want to feed people this, or do we?
I thought the goal was to not kill the town people. I thought we took a vote.
I am glad we talked about it in person instead of someone just trying to slip the nitro into the cookies.
Yeah. I'm glad we're being this open and honest communication.
It's good for a new group of friends, right, Larry?
Absolutely.
Almost
Honest as an honest possum.
I guess you can hitch the cart to me, and I can drive it to the forge.
Oh, that is just so convenient.
Love this part.
I mean, there was a mule. You could have used a mule.
I'd never take a job away from a mule. Never mind.
I wasn't going to ask you to go. I mean, if you want to, I won't stop you, you know. But...
No. This mule's got to earn his oats.
You mean we have a mule taking our illegal goods across town? That's great.
Yes, you have a drugs mule.
What if we feed the mule some of this leaf?
It doesn't have the same effect. We tried that. That was Mark. That was rendition 1 of the plan. We give it to all the livestock. Unfortunately, the livestock they just go really calm.
Oh,
Oh, that's disappointing.
that is the opposite of what we need to do. So, yes, let's get all the things and start heading towards the.
And begin phase 1 of the cookie making.
Well, Ari, I'm a little concerned about this forge of yours. Do you have any narcs lurking around?
I mean, not really. We don't really cook stuff like this there. We just cook swords. And swords kill people, hopefully.
All right.
Seems like they wouldn't care about some cookies. Maybe.
Yeah, I can just tell the guy that I'm just having a bad day and I need to cook the tasties. Actually, if he eats one of them, that means I get a promotion, so that works.
Perfect.
I love it. 2 birds, 1 cookie. Great. Sorry, Scott, what were you saying?
Oh no, I have no idea. I was just spouting, as I sometimes do. So yeah, you've got the mule, you've got the cart. You can proceed back to your base of operations, if you will. Do you do it like? Do you wait until nearly curfew? Do you wait until after curfew? Do you try and sneak? What do you do?
I think we just go.
Yeah, I don't think we wait, but we maybe can we hide 1 person inside the cart with the mad leaf, so that way because right, only groups of 3 or less are allowed to walk around. So
It will.
2, I think.
Yeah, only groups of 2, but the gin workers do get special permits when they need to carry heavy loads because of the health and safety law. Bit of a loophole. Have to have 3 people to carry a barrel, so you know.
all right,
Well,
okay.
The
Do
law.
you really count as a person? You know, that's the saying. I mean, you're like a horse. Like, so maybe if someone rides on your back, then then you can count as like just, you know, because they don't count horses in the pairs of 2 rule. You could just put like a mask on you or something.
Krim was gonna let it slide until the muzzle or harness part was mentioned. All right, Kirsten, not Larry, not Larry. I'm trying to hold blowing you up right now. Yeah, I am a person, and I've got twice the legs, so watch out from now on. No, it's okay. It's all right. I know you don't get little centaurs in this town in Ginstock, so yes, I do agree your plan has merit, even though maybe it could have been a little bit more eloquent. Griselda, would you want to hop on my back? As long as you
yes, please.
I will say, if you kick my flanks, I will buck you off.
Oh, I will be. I was gonna offer to just hide in the cart because I'm small, and then we don't have to worry about risking the 3 people thing. But I could take you up on your offer at a later time.
All right, we could do that too. We've also got these gin worker vests that let everyone know that we work at the gin distillery. So.
Oh yeah, we got plenty of them. Yeah.
Just
Okay. Okay. Well, I will hide amongst the barrels. You guys do your thing. And just so you know, Krim, I was gonna think it was gonna be the opposite, right? You're like person and horse. You're like worth 2 people. So like, I was surprised that like you and 2 other people could wander around. You know.
Oh, I mean, it'd be a really lonely life, wouldn't it? In this great town we live in. Yeah, let's get on. can talk later when the fire's going on.
I like your thinking.
All right,
Okay.
so we don our vests. Griselda hides.
Can somebody give me a lift?
I'll help.
Chuck the gnome into the wagon.
Yeah. If you like, I can help you when it comes to the. I can help you when it comes to the fire creating bit. I'm pretty good at fires, and he produces flame for a second. That's not allowed. I didn't do that. You didn't see that. But
Oh. See what?
I like that.
Wink.
I like that. It was a fire. Look, he does it again. But there you go. It's gone. You tap the nose, fire nose. I don't know. All right. But you guys are.
Should we meet you at or should we have you meet us at a certain time so you're not starting the fires before we're done?
Well, let's see. How about we do the fires in 2 nights' time? That should be enough time for you to bake cookies and distribute them, shouldn't it?
Yeah. Right? Look at
I've got
Griselda.
like plenty of time. Produce voice. You do not see the produce flame, by the way.
Wait, how long does Mad Leaf last in people?
I don't know. I'm not an alchemist.
Holy moly. All right.
Better make a strong batch just in case. Put lots and lots of mad leaf in there. Probably for the
Could be months. All right. Yeah, let's do it.
Would the smell of burning mad leaf do anything to us? Because if it would, then we need to be careful when we're cooking it.
I wouldn't have thought so. You'd probably be alright. Would you like to make your own sort of check? Perhaps an investigation, history, nature maybe? Nature could be a good one for if mad leaf burns toxically.
All of it's 0, so sure, I'll just roll nature.
Well,
At-
no problems.
I'm gonna do that too.
Oh,
Now,
Perfect.
Griselda's up close and personal with it right now. She can see it really well.
Griselda, you can already smell the mad leaf. It smells a lot like apples baking mixed with cinnamon. Very Christmassy, strangely enough. Don't know why. It's just what's on Scrat's brain.
It's gonna be great for
But
cookies.
the thing is, when you start burning it, that scent is going to travel. It's a known scent. So it's not going to do any damage to you, but if the guards smell it, they'll know that someone's cooking mad leaf and it's not at the gin distillery.
Guys, we may have a little bit of a hitch in the plan.
What's wrong?
Well, this stuff smells real potent. It smells real good. I bet it's gonna taste real good in those cookies. Although now I'm rethinking the sugar cookie idea. But anyway, sorry, I digress. I think people are gonna know what we're doing when we start baking this, because everything's gonna smell like apples.
wait. How? We're so dumb. We prepare all the ingredients for the cookies. Set something on fire in town so it smells like cinder, and then cook them. Then it'll take that long to cook, right? 100 cookies?
No. I mean, if we at a forge, we've got a lot of fire, right? You know, we just really
We can
big pan.
light multiple things on fire, right? Like one night, one the next, right?
You're right.
Yeah, slow burn. Make people start to think something's up. Kind of like a signal fire, right? Like, hey guys, we're gonna fuck around.
Your beret-wearing Trevor.
But wouldn't that cause a panic which may hinder the sales?
Well, I mean, we can give them cookies during the not during the fires, but during the whole panic, so that when when they're worried and they don't know what's going on, we can give them the cookies and say everything will be okay.
We set a fire. We bake cookies. We bring the cookies to the people that are reporting to the fire, trying to put it out, right? And then you give right? Like the townspeople are going to show up with like buckets of water to like put the fire out, right? And then we would feed them, like we're gifting them like a thank you, and then everybody goes right.
We could
and then we
tell
set
them.
something else on.
We can tell them that they are fire resistance cookies. It gives them resistance to fire. Hence
I think
the
then people might jump in the
smell.
fire, and I think we were trying to avoid the whole killing the random people.
Wait, you think people will just jump into fire if they have a
If
spell
we
on?
tell them that they're fire resistant, Larry, I bet you jump, or Lawrence, or whatever your name is, I bet you jump into fire.
No, I would never just jump into fire unless I was really wet or something. You know,
Or like having eaten a fire resistant cookie.
yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. This is my point.
All right. So what did we just say? That they're cookies. Like we're just trying
They're
to
like
keep
a
them.
thank you.
Yeah. We're trying to keep them fed while they're working. You know.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Keep
Thank
everybody's
you.
spirits up.
Or the word minor. You just throw the word minor in there. That always makes people cautious.
A minor cookie.
No, a cookie of minor fire
Oh,
resistance.
a minor. Right? Yeah.
Then everyone sort of goes, oh, I can jump in. Oh, hang a minute, it's only minor. Oh, you know,
Alright,
just got my hair done. Don't want to go and singe it all off.
Perms catch on fire real quick. So yeah, it's a problem.
You're telling me, Fork's bald.
I look at the other guy who's got the hair situation going. You do have good hair. It would be a shame to burn it all.
Yes. Yes, indeed it would.
Okay, so prep cookies, set things on fire, bake cookies, deliver cookies, set more things on fire, kill the bad guy. No, it's prep cookies, fire, bake cookies, deliver cookies, more fire, and then vandalize the statues with googly eyes and body parts, and then kill the guy.
Good plan.
Do I need
gotta
to prepare a catapult for you or not?
I mean, I think we should have it just in case.
You always need a trebuchet.
Yeah, we could burn something from a distance with a catapult. So you could do that. You could totally do that.
That is essentially what nitroglycerin is used for, right? You know, you light the thing on fire and you throw the nitroglycerin.
Oh, I don't know. I was just going to throw you at the tower.
Oh.
I thought we were sneaking you into a barrel.
Oh, I don't know. It's your plan. You all have fun. Go on, just let me know when you want me to set something on fire. Do you need a catapult?
Perfect.
I'll get you one. I'll get you one just in case. It'll be on standby.
Yeah, I like the backup catapult. That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, we should definitely relax with the whole planning thing, because the more we plan, the more it's starting to sound like you're telling me what to do, and it's making me queasy. So
No, but you're part of it. You're the one. You're making demands too, and they're being answered. You know.
You're the man, Larry Tristan. Tristan.
Yeah.
Lawrence.
Yeah, I am the man.
Laurie.
I am. You can call me, Rupert.
We're
for
not
now.
giving you a third name. All right. Maybe after the great cooking name. Nope, can't do it. All right.
You're being difficult.
Okay, Squiggy. Let's just. I thought I'm in the cart. Let's mule on.
Let's do it.
Lego.
Right, got our vests on,
Heading off.
Sure.
and it's like what, like sunset, like right before.
You've been talking for quite a while. We've spent 45, nearly an hour IRL talking. So I reckon that'll be probably getting close to curfew. It's starting to get dark.
Okay. Maybe right around then we sort of take the cart, head over to the forge, and start unloading, I guess.
Yeah. So we're unloading pretty quickly, and you tell us where to go because you know where all
Yeah.
the stuff.
Oh well.
And
you
Griselda
could
reaches
tell
out
me
an
where
arm
to-
for an
you-
assistance out of the cart.
If you suggest places to go, that would be better than telling me where to go, because then we're gonna have some issues.
Oh,
I would
tell me the
suggest-
opposite way.
Yes, I will suggest where to go. And anytime we end up having to make a turn, I'll say either, it would be a good idea to go left here, or that kind of thing. And yeah, I lead them over to the forge and hope that the blacksmith isn't there.
Is the blacksmith there?
There is a note on the door as you approach, addressed to Orion.
Okay. I will. Yeah, I'll grab it.
It says in a rough hand from the blacksmith, Dear Araya, I am going away for the weekend to get more oil. Our viscous oil for making the sharp blades is nearly out, and we need more. But these damn restrictions mean I can't import it. I need to go get it myself. And then with a line through it, it just says bloody guh. And it just has a line through it. See you soon. Renerick.
So, good news, right?
Yes, I believe so.
I mean, if he's not here, that's more time to bake cookies.
We have a limited amount of oil, it seems, so we need to be careful how much of it we use for each batch, or maybe we cook it all at once.
I wonder if we use a little...
You would know that he's referring to quenching oil. You wouldn't use that for cooking.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we just need like something. We don't need oil to cook cookies. We just need to like start things on fire, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. So, should we split up, or should we? Should we? Oh no! We'll get the cookie stuff going first. Never mind. Forget me.
Yeah. I feel like first we should manage this cookie thing.
So where's the sugar?
That's it. Well,
I almost said right here, but no, sorry.
Me too.
Sorry.
I believe that farmer guy was supposed to be delivering it, and I think when he delivers it, we can send him back with a time to tell what's his face to set something on fire.
So now we're just waiting around for this dumb farmer.
Yeah, I feel like we got it by now. We don't need to wait for that, right?
Yeah, I think he'd probably come up soon with the goods we asked for. Another cart.
Maybe we can get started on setting aside all of the things we need to make the cookies, and then once we have everything ready, once the sugar is here and everything's here, we can
have the farmer guy wait, and we can send him back to tell him to set something on fire.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Can I be in charge of destroying the shells of the eggs over the bowl?
Yes.
As long as you just don't get any shell in the bowl.
Okay. I will demolish them carefully.
We're gonna call you're the egg assassin. Yes.
The egg assassin. I like.
It's a good chance for you to practice your delicate work, like your sneaking and stuff.
The assassin.
Egg assassin.
Eggs. We're meant to.
Okay. We are gonna get all the stuff together, and we're gonna wait for the farmer guy to get us more stuff like sugar, and then we're gonna send him back to tell Fork to start distraction somewhere nearby.
Okay, brilliant. In this setup stage for the cookies, I would like everyone to make one check. The check can be a preparation check of your choice, but we need a check for what we need to do. So everyone can do one thing. I won't put anyone on the spot. Whoever can think of something to do first can do it first.
Crim's gonna do history just to remember everything that's in a cookie. Or do we already kind of?
Perfect. Yep, you can totally do that.
Yes. With my history of +0, 14.
14, that's good enough. You can remember a cookie recipe. You've got that nagging feeling that you knew a better cookie recipe, but this one, it should work.
A little too much baking powder, probably. And then
Griselda is going to do another nature check to figure out how to prep this mad leaf and get it into the cookies in an appropriate level.
Okay, by all means. A 10? No, wait, is that the latest roll? Yes, it is. On a 10, yeah, you know, it's not rocket science, is it? You know, you put mandleaf in a pot, it'd be all right.
Tierston will do a dexterity check to try to destroy these eggs as the egg assassinator.
Okay. Your choice.
14.
Yeah, 14. Cool. As I say, you can maybe do an attack roll if you want, but that's fine. A 14, yeah, you get it. You can get all of the eggs in there. Not all the yolks stay unbroken, but it doesn't matter. I suppose we're mixing them up. There might be a few small traces of shell, but no one will notice. It'll bake out.
And I guess I'll start working on heating up the forge and work the bellows so that I can get it not too hot and not too cold. Kind of like a nice sort of even temperature, good enough for cookies.
Sure. Do you have like smith's tools?
Yes, I do.
Let's roll that.
What attribute do I give it?
I feel like this would be wisdom because you're trying to set it up right for a strange thing, which feels like a wisdomous thing to do.
Yikes. Because I have a -1 on wisdom.
Oh boy. Well, on a free, you get it real hot. So or rather, you can't get the forge much cooler. You know, it's kind of a you pump the bellows, you put the coals in. It's kind of a one temperature kind of thing. Or it does go higher temperatures, but sort of the range of temperatures starts much higher than you need.
Okay.
So it's really, really hot. It's likely to burn the odd cookie. You have to. This might have made the DC for the cookie check later, the actual baking check, a little higher.
Oh.
The town elders, Mary and Paul, are going to be real mad. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's to hoping there's a little bit of an ashy taste in them.
Okay, so do you just tell Fork to create a distraction? Is that all you do?
Somewhere nearby, yeah.
Somewhere nearby. All right. Near to the blacksmiths, there's not a granary too close. However, there is a small distillery, and it's not the best distillery, and it's right next to a guard tower. So, you know, Fork sort of walks by the forge next day and goes, just leans up to the hatch like people used to all the time to create orders when the forge is working. He goes, "All right, I'm going to make a distraction. Wish me luck." Closes the door.
Good luck, Fork.
Good luck. I believe in you.
I don't, but we don't really have any other options. He didn't hear me.
Walking away. You can vaguely hear it as he's walking away. "Excuse me, officer, I've got something to show you." And shortly afterwards, there is a fire at a gin distillery. As one of the small tankers outside, they often put their tankers outside the building because the temperature's just right for some reason. And that explodes. There's the distillery's on fire. People are creating bucket chains. There's smoke going everywhere. The smoke's going into the guard tower, so a lot of the guards are pouring out and trying to help, and maybe the guard tower's on fire. It's pandemonium.
Perfect.
Bake. We need to start baking.
Yeah, as soon as we see the smoke, we just start, yeah.
Bake like your hearts depend on it.
Well,
Cracking eggs.
We have 4 people. I think that puts 1 person on prepping, 1 person on mixing, and 2 people on baking. Who would like to do what?
Can I take mixing? I'm really good at strength-based stuff.
I thought we'd already mixed it, though. We were, like, waiting for the fire to happen, and then...
That's true. That is true. Yeah, you already have done that, so it's already in portion. So I guess we all can just do baking rolls then.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right.
What do we roll for baking?
Yeah.
Well, in the wilderness, I'd say survival was good for cooking. But...
Let's do that. It's super high for me.
I mean, if you want to use survival, you can. Otherwise, if your survival's not too good and you feel like you might have a better chance with something else, we can have a look at a character sheet quickly to remind ourselves what the options are. And
Performance? Like cooking performance?
Yeah, performance. You're creating something. We could let that slip. Maybe Arcana, because cookies are, of course, magical.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna do this good old fashioned survival.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh.
That good old fashioned survival did us dirty.
What's yours like?
Got 7.
Krim got an 11 with her very good survival.
Oh god.
So, Arya and Krim, you have the cookies which are the least burnt. They're a little dark. They're like a deep brown color when you pull them out. There's definitely a hint of coal or charcoal on the edge of the taste. Thurston, yours are all right. They're pretty burnt. You know, they've gone hard. There's cookies. You like to have a nice soft crumble as you pull them apart. These are more of a snap. And Griselda, coal, just coal.
It's all right, Griselda. We'll find us some dragons who really love carbon. You know what I mean? Dragonborn.
It's not my fault. Somebody made the fire too hot.
Well, all right. Don't need to blame other people. Everyone loves every type of cookie.
Oh, I feel like I've let down my gnome nature. I feel like I'm supposed to be able to make people happy with things.
Get it
And
together, Griselda.
You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. You're right.
Get a grip.
Okay.
This is we're in business now. This is it. This is game time. There's no time for moping around.
There's no crying and cookie baking.
Fortunately, you made enough mix for a good portion of the city. So you can have another baking attempt for another tray. And we'll see how many successful trays you get.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, 6 for Krim.
Oh my god.
Okay. What was Krim, sorry?
6.
Damn!
We're all doing new checks.
Yeah.
Yeah, second batch. Second batch in.
Gotcha.
Oh good.
15.
There you go. Thurston perhaps is used to baking these sorts of cookies now. Has picked it up, sees what's going on. Got it. Same for Griselda. That thinking back to how you've let everyone down. Just spurred yourself on. These ones are better.
When they come out good, she's just like, yeah.
Looking very, very edible. Aria, yours are about the same. They're not a lot better or worse, they're still a little brown on the outside, but they'll be alright. And Krim, these ones have gone awfully.
But you know what? We're plating them, or we plate them real nice in like an ombre, so people can kind of, at least they look good all together. Yeah. So, and people know what they're reaching for.
Love it.
So smart, Krim.
What do we
right.
Options.
I think that'll probably do. We'll have 2 batches, and that'll be how many good cookies we've got. So there is a small fire going on. You see, you can see Falk walking back towards the forge. He's like, hello, you're right. How are you doing?
We've got great cookies.
Oh, can I try one? Oh no, wait. I'll better not, had I?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But if anyone asks, say you had one and they're great. Especially the darker one, the burnt ones. Don't say burnt. The extra crispy cookies.
What you could do is this, and I take one of the super crispy ones. Can I try and snap it in a way that it looks like a bite? Like just sort of snap a bit of it off. And I'd like to hold that out to Fork.
Well...
Don't eat it, but just pretend like you took a bite out of it. And just tell people that it's really good. No. Don't eat it. But that's good.
Now there's a bite mark, and I spat it out, so we're all right.
Oh. Yeah, that's good. That's much better.
All right, and Fork will walk out, and Fork's going to make a performance check.
Please, Fork.
Actually, surprisingly convincing for a. No, he's not. He's walking around going, "These cookies are possibly the best cookies, completely not full of intoxicants that I have ever tasted. They are absolutely amazing. There's nothing in them to worry about. They're not poisoned. They're very, very good instead."
Oh, really? I would like to try one in that case.
Did he walk off without us? Because that would be good for us.
No, he did just start walking. If you decide
Okay,
not
great.
to follow.
Let's go the other direction with better cookies.
Yeah, we've got like 4 platters of cookies, I would say, right? So we're kind of like walking around. Here you
We
go.
should
Here you
give cookies to my parents.
Yes.
That would be really fun.
go.
I would
Save them.
actually. I'll take one of the good-looking cookies. No, medium-looking cookies, and I'll just pocket it because I want to give it to my blacksmith friend later.
And you can start feeding all these people cookies. And it's not like, it's not like as you're feeding. I mean, people, as they're putting out fires and things and they're running towards you, running around, you're offering them cookies, they're like, oh, the older generation, oh, that's absolutely spiffing. Thank you for this. I haven't had a thing to eat all day. And quite frankly, this is going to be the best thing I've ever tasted. And starts nomming on this cookie. And it's not like an instant thing. They don't just hulk out. They just sort of wander off, and everything's normal, Did you make them potent enough? How good was that potency roll? We'll find out.
Can we try to locate my mom?
Of course. You would know that your mum works. She's a noble, so she works near the. I've forgotten the English word for it. The rat house, the town centre, the city hall.
Town hall?
City hall. Thank you. That's
City
the word.
hall.
I could remember the German, but not the English. The city hall, the town hall. That's where your mum works. So you can go and take some cookies into the town hall.
Mom, I have a gift for you.
Oh, Thurston, darling, it's so good to see you. You never
Lovely
visit me
as
at work.
always, Mom.
Oh, you're in such a good mood. This is such a nice change.
Oh yes. I'm having a really great day. I just made a whole bunch of friends. I know you've been wanting me to make friends, so I'm doing it just for you.
I knew that program would help you out.
Yes. And you also told me that I should start helping out around the house and cooking. And I've started doing that too. This was my first attempt at cookies. Maybe you should try it and let me know how I did.
Oh, why certainly. I can't wait. And she takes the cookie and sort of like... You put
Eat it,
apples
Mom.
in it. You put apples
Eat the
in
cookie.
Baked apples. This smells amazing. Calm down, dear. Calm down. I'd love to try your cookie. And takes a big old nom out of this cookie. And yeah.
And I'm just like waiting with like big eyes.
Yeah. Again, it doesn't happen immediately. She's just like, "Is something the matter, dear?"
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go and I'm going to message your father and tell him how far along you've come. And she goes to cast message, and of course the semantic components of message is indeed this. And she she goes, "Oh, Edgar, you won't believe it," and starts telling Edgar all about how you've finally changed your ways, and it's going to be amazing.
Ugh. That went horribly. I'll go back to the group and be, guys, our cookies aren't working. We did something wrong.
Do the rest of the office get cookies as you're leaving? Because people are looking, like, as you're walking past, they're like,
Sure, let's give them samplers or maybe a cookie each, depending on how much how many people there are, how many we have. But this is the town hall. This is a good place to mess up with our delicious cookies.
I mean, I just give it a minute. Just give it some time. Maybe it's a delayed onset, cookie effect. You have to digest first, like it takes a second.
Listen, I won't be satisfied until I see my mom catatonic on the floor.
Oh, you
Really
want us to make
aggressive,
sweet cookies? That's different, Destin.
That's really aggressive, and I think you might want to talk to somebody about the way that you interact with your parents and your feelings. I mean, it doesn't seem like a very healthy relationship, and maybe you just might need to have a few things that you.
Well, maybe you should eat butt.
Go on. With a side of what?
I don't know. What tastes good with butt?
It sounds like, I don't know, never tried it. And then Crim's like, yeah.
Mustard.
I'm lying, but. Mustard. Mustard? Got it. All right. We're handing out the other cookies to other people in the office too. Like, oh, ignore us. We're just arguing about our next recipe. So.
And there's one person in there who's like, oh, look, if we're going to accept charitable donations from the public, then we have to sign forms. And like literally 4 people are like, shut up, Greg!
These are just, because of the fires, we're just trying to, be a part, but we're all terribly scared of fire. So this is
we're just trying to raise morale.
And so you're distributing the cookies. They're not, people aren't going nuts for them yet. But you can imagine if anyone would like to make some sort of check. If you have like detect magic or some sort of detect condition spell or something like that, or if you'd simply like to make a arcana, medicine, or nature check to see how people are faring under the influence of these cookies, you can give me one of those rolls.
Ooh.
19 for medicine.
Yes, see. Somehow.
Okay. So who got 19? Jay and
Crim
as well. Okay. Who knows where you've seen this before? Who knows? Maybe it's at some, metal band concert before the bass drops and everyone starts moshing, or maybe it's on a battlefield when 2 people are before a bunch of berserkers are about to go berserk, or maybe it's somewhere else. But you suddenly start to recognize in people a sort of slight standoffishness, as people start to sound a little bit more, for want of a better word, arsey. As people are, you say very minor things, just like, one person like picks up someone's pen and starts writing them. Hey, that's my pen. I'm just borrowing it for a second. That's my pen. Just come around and just take people's stuff. Come on. Let's do that here. And just people being a little bit more aggressive than you might expect. And you can tell with a 19 that this is only the start of the rage potion taking effect.
I'm like poking people, trying to like get them going. Like when with those people with the pen, like I for the person who took it and said, no, it's my pen. I take it and then I say, no, it's my pen. And then like I run away.
I'll say that your aggravation, they don't go nuts because after all you are a minor. They can recognize that you're younger than them and they don't go nuts at you, but we'll say that with this extra aggravation, Greg comes along again and is like, well, actually, you'll find that it's the company's pen because the company pays for all the things, and Greg's the first person to get decked.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so.
You deserved it.
Yes.
All right, we want to wander out into the streets and see what else is happening. Are we done with our cookies?
I feel like we should call these cookies the Thurston cookies. It seems to be just turning everybody into, that.
It's gonna be beautiful.
Let's go somewhere else that's very important and show other people what our beautiful cookies can do.
Should we also maybe start thinking about preparing the catapult?
I think we should send a message to Fox and get him to set another fire. I think we should burn some more stuff. Maybe we should burn some stuff.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
He would be proud of us if we burned some things ourselves.
Yeah, he would. I'd like to make that man proud.
Yeah, he looks like he could use a bit of help, maybe from a friend or something, but in general, he has places to go, that one.
Yeah.
Should we head out?
Yeah, let's go.
As you head out,
Can Griselda find somebody to send a message back to?
well, actually, Fork casts message on you. Fork has his own unique way of casting message. He stands on top of the brewery where you started and shouts, "Cream Griselda, right, Thurston!" That's his version of casting message as he just bellows.
Griselda. Oh, speak of the devil. I think we're being called.
All right, we're here. Shh.
Oh, hello. Look, did you want that fire put out? 'Cause it ain't going out. I've done a good one on that one.
I mean, I was just about to contact you to tell you to burn it all to the ground. So, you know.
Burn it all?
Yeah,
Burn it all to the ground?
No, we have to live here. We can't burn everything.
You just
Well,
see fire
all
behind
the-
Fork's eyes for a second.
All the grain stores.
That's well, not all of
I
them,
really
right?
like bread. Like I like my baguette every once in a while.
Yeah, we're looking
Not
at Griselda.
Okay, so 3 of the 5.
Thank you. Yeah, we've got to be specific with some of these people.
3, the smallest ones. The 3 smallest ones of the 5, so that there's some grain left for the rest of us to enjoy once we're done with this. What else? We could go somewhere, maybe somewhere else that is a bit official, like the town hall.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, as soon as those fires get set, we could go start our vandalism.
And we need to go to the tower, the big tower.
We've got googly eyes and body parts to draw on things.
And also, like, new laws to write.
That too.
I know exactly what you want me to do, and it's almost as though the like clip and tone of Fork's voice has started to sound a bit like the Fantasia music, Dun, 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 dun.
I love him.
You go and do your googly eyes. I'll set fire to everything. Oh, three of them.
Now, where can we find the rules? The rule book thing, the rule plaque.
It's in the big tower in the middle with all the swords on it.
Should we get him to catapult us all the way to the top and then feed cookies to whoever we find forcefully?
Are they going to be willing to eat the cookies of someone that just came flying through their window? I mean,
That's why I
would,
said
but-
forcefully, because we could just show them how good they are.
I thought we were gonna deliver them a barrel of moi, and then I was gonna pop out and like open the doors and stuff.
Oh, that's
That was
true.
my understanding as well.
Okay, we could deliver you in the barrel, and then hopefully after a bit of time you can let us in.
You could deliver some cookies as like a bonus. Here's your gin delivery, plus some cookies. Special new promotion. Buy one get one free.
A cookie bribe. I like to be bribed with cookies. Why didn't we make some regular cookies on the side? Now I'm hungry.
This is always the problem with these kind of cookies.
Maybe we just have like one of like a little crumb, a little piece of it. It probably will you'll get the satisfaction of tasting the yumminess of the cookie without having the side effects, right?
And Griselda like reaches into her bag and takes out some like a clay pot that's just like the raw cookie dough, and she's like, I stole some before we added the leaf. You want a bite?
Griselda.
Griselda.
You're the best.
All
I
right,
have really clear priorities in life.
are we just pinching off pieces of the cookie dough to eat raw?
I guess. Are we walking
Pasteurization.
while we're doing this? Like, are we headed anywhere?
Towards the towers. Yeah.
Okay.
As you
Oh,
walk-
or back to the forge so we can get the barrel, right?
Oh yeah. We need the yeah.
Who put this eggshell in my cookie dough? It was one of you.
Weren't you in charge of? Never mind.
Well, and
Sorry.
that's okay, because as we are getting to around the halfway mark, we'll get ready to go for a break. However, before we go, we'll leave you with the image of Fork climbing onto the largest gin distillery in the town's roof, and standing at the edge of the roof, he can see all of the granaries from up here, and fire starts coming into his hands. He raises his hands above his head. And we'll be back after a quick break as we all go and get some bio stretches and everything else.
Oh my god.
This is gonna be great. All right, everyone, we'll be back after a short break. We're gonna go stretch. We're gonna have a drink. We're gonna go and take a bio. We suggest you do the same, especially if you've been watching for an extended length of time. I've seen some of you in chat now for over 6 hours. Make sure you go and take breaks and stretch and stuff, and look after yourselves. We'll be back after this break. See you in a bit. Bye.
Welcome to the Academy. Please take your seats.
Oh, hi everyone, and we are back to our Ginstock Revolution stream as we left Fork standing on top of the biggest gin distillery in town, with arms raised in the air. Just you can almost hear from the very distance him chuckling in the distance. What are you all doing as you see him standing on top of this building? We'll flick between him and you in a few scenes. So what are you doing right now?
We're walking. We're like trundling as fast as we can towards the large tower in the middle of the town, and
I think
trying
Griselda's
not
still trying to shove the rest of the cookies into people's hands.
as inconspicuously as possible.
Yeah, you can see the guard tower hasn't started emptying yet. We'll flick back up to Fork as he puts his hands together and creates this giant fireball and throws it 30 feet into the air at a 45-degree angle, and because of, you know, good old kinematics and trigonometry, it floats across the air. He's very good at setting things on fire. It hits the granary furthest from the tower to the west, and the granary immediately, it sort of like, it sits on top of the granary for a second like a blanket, and then it sort of all goes quiet after a second, and then woof! It almost goes up all at once.
It's beautiful.
And like you can hear bells ringing over there, and like people are shouting and all that sort of thing. We'll pan back to you.
Heading towards the guard tower, and just towards the entrance, I guess.
It's interesting. This is a
specifically looking for the plaque.
This is a very defensively built guard tower in that the town almost makes a bowl shape. So to approach the tower, you have to go downhill and then ascend the tower, which rises way above the ground level of even the highest point. Any of you with military knowledge, if you have any, would know that this is so that it takes longer for people to run down the slopes towards the tower, and archers have longer to hit them. However, it's important that you are in a bowl.
Okay.
All right. Well, we don't have our weapons out. We're still kind of just carrying platters with like the odd cookie or two. Like, oh, did you see what's happening? Trouble. You know, just kind of like mumbling and murmuring. Like, don't want to just seem like we're really cool and calm and collected in this time of clear.
So everyone
gotta
can
get someone.
everyone can make deception or performance rolls as the guards start coming out of the tower. Like I can hear the bells. They're ringing the bells.
14.
Ooh.
Oh.
3.
Okay. So with the 14 and the nat 20 will override the lower rolls a little bit in that people just assume you're some sort of like edgelord. And
I am an boy.
Or no, confirm.
yeah,
They're not wrong.
they realize they look at you and they're like, well, clearly they quite like the look of the fire because they're a teenager, and they just carry on with their daily business as the guards are like, oh, fire to the west, we need to get all the men out to the fire of the west. It's that accent apparently is regional to the town. At the on top of the tower, you can see Fork again as he's got another great big fireball, and this time he's whirling it around and making it bigger, and you can do from the distance. And he throws this one to the east, and it sails across the sky and lands just in front of the granary. It actually hits a small stable before the granary, and the stable goes up on fire. And people start rushing to try and, they get the horses out first, and people are running to try and... But in their attempt to get the horses out first, as they do get the horses out first, because, let's not harm the horses, they put off putting the fire out straight away, despite the guards shouting at them, and the fire spreads to the granary, which again... Whoo,
Crim, those are your people. You have to go shave them.
Oh my... Those are my people. All right. Sorry, it took me a second. Krim like steers daggers at Kirsten, and then sort of like underneath her shirt, she's tapping what everyone might be able to assume is a tattoo based on their previous knowledge, and cast Pass Without Trace on the group.
Ooh.
So we now get +10 to stealth checks. Can't be tracked unless by secret means. You should have done that at the top of the bowl, but
it's fine.
it's more fun this way.
Yeah,
Better late than ever.
And now with a fire to the west, a fire to the east, the tower being attacked, people in the tower are starting to clock on. They're like, we're being attacked! This is a riot or something! We're being attacked! Attack! Everyone man your arms! Go and get out there! We need to man the walls and all the rest of it. And people are starting to leave the tower.
Come on, keep her moving. Let's go. I'm like getting them.
Have cookies for morale. Give it to the people that really need it.
And give it. And some of the people are taking these cookies. Make me a persuasion check, please, Aria.
Oh, why? Okay, persuasion. I'm not bad at it. Okay.
You're pretty good. They're like, yeah, give it to the needy. The needy, yes, noble. They'll like me more than the others.
Krim grabs both their collars and pulls them back within her veil of shadows that she's cast. Like, let's get up the stairs. Like,
the tower's not quite empty yet, though, and you can still.
Or should we wait for it to be empty?
Up to you. You can decide when to go in. I'm just letting you know that there are still guards in there at the moment. If you want to start heading your way in, you can. We'll pan back up to Fork while you decide, as Fork doesn't cast Fireball this time. There is a granary very close to the gin distillery. So rather than casting Fireball, he casts Burning Hands in a cone off of the roof. And the granary goes up. It does. However, a keen-eyed member of the party, whoever has the highest passive, whatever the highest passive is, might notice a small ember on the roof of the gin distillery just burning away a little bit. Like there's a little puddle or oil slick up there that's just starting to catch. And you can hear now Falk's laughter is going almost mad. As he's mad with power, and he in a fit of laughter slaps one of the big cisterns on top of the roof, one of these 500-liter cisterns, and casts Shatter without thinking, and gin pours off the roof.
That wasn't the plan.
What are we gonna drink after this? This fool, we gave the wrong person power. We have to finish what we're doing, though.
Yes.
What? Yes, we must change the rules.
Change the rule. Let's go. Let's sneak up the stairs. Let's try and pretend we're part of all this. I don't know. Let's go.
Well, what if we do the physical rule changing and then let the tower empty out a little bit more and then go sneak inside?
All right, sounds good.
We have basic shenanigans to do.
Right. Like defiling public structures.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Let's do it.
And you can see, as you're heading in, or heading around to the rules, you can see guards. Some of them have spotted Fork on top of the gin distillery roof. And that street is filling with guards in metal armor as they start rushing towards the gin distillery. It's almost a straight road all the way to the gin distillery, like the gin distillery makes regular deliveries to the tower or something like that. About 120 feet away, you can see Fork, as he sees these guards coming, he just jumps off the roof and with a quick burst of flaming hands lands on the ground without hurting himself. Back to you guys.
We're at the that sign at the bottom of the tower, and Krim pulls out her sickle and just like tries to dash part of the corner so they can get it off the wall.
And
by all means.
While Krim is doing that, with like some like ink that I happen to have or something, or like dirt from the floor, I'm gonna start like writing on the wall, like, rule number 1, everyone must get mullets. Rule number 2, everyone must listen to Nickelback and no one else.
Do you mean Copperback? Copperback?
Copperback.
Sir Copper is back. All right.
Just like all like the worst like things that you could think of. Just,
well,
like...
Turston will have a check of your liking. It can be intelligence or performance based to make these amendments. And Krim, sorry, you were trying to pry things away. That'd be athletics, I think, or unless you have something else clever to.
Nope, that would be it. Athletics. Nothing clever about public destruction of property. No,
Casual vandalism. A big 4.
A big 4.
Unfortunately, you are. How would this look? How would a 4 look? Of course, it fails. How does it fail?
As Krim tries to use the back, the business end of the sickle, and hits the wall, just kind of like accidentally, kind of like cut part of her shirt open. Good. This is I look like I've been part of the fight. Yes. Guess we'll just leave this here, and we'll do the googly eye thing too, and put body parts on this. Yes. Okay.
Can Griselda try and help pry it off the wall? Just because I would think it would be funny.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Do you want me to lift you up, or can you? Is it?
I mean, on an 11, we'll say that this placard, we'll give you a mixed success. So, the placard doesn't come away from the wall. Instead, the wall starts to come away as the mortar is weaker than the plaque. So some of the bricks start coming out. Like,
yeah, I mean, 6 of one, half dozen of another, right? You know.
I also failed my performance check, or I don't know if I failed. I got a 6.
Well, yeah. On a 6.
But did you get a blessing from Copperback? I mean,
it sounded like you had something there, Nairi.
Huh?
It sounded like you had something there to help out.
Once Thurston's done, I just wanted to help with the plaque removal.
Okay, cool. You can run an athletics on that. Thurston, what you've done is you've done that classic thing where you start off really confident with a big R and a big U, and then as you've gone along, you've run out of space, so everyone must wear mull.
It curves like underneath.
Yeah.
Oh.
And behind you, you hear the sound of screaming and electrical discharge as 100 feet worth of soldiers suddenly go up in a lightning bolt from the base of the from the base of the tower, all wearing metal armor. Forks laughing maniacally now.
Oh my god.
I mean, that man knows how to go big or go home. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. And 19 for the plaque removal.
Oh, so where the rest of you are like struggling with the masonry and stuff, Araya just sort of comes along with the perhaps blacksmithing expertise. Perhaps you put a bit more. You need to tap it first, and the way it comes, sort of thing. Maybe you make it look easy, you know.
Yeah.
Like the old jar tricks that everyone has, you know, like, oh, you just need to tap it on an edge. There you go, easy, you know. Like...
Yeah. Just, and she's totally boasting while she does it too. It's like, I don't know what's so hard about that. Let's just go.
Yeah, because
The best part about group work is we all have different skills.
You may also notice that there is a bit of a stream heading down into this bowl, as the ground is very dry. It's not very porous, and there's like a puddle of gin forming around your feet.
Nice.
Tearston, no.
Guys, all the gin is on fire.
Yeah.
We should probably not be standing in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The gin is not on fire yet.
It's gonna be on fire.
Yeah.
Everything else is on fire. Everything is on fire.
Listen, all we need to do is get a little wet. Maybe if we pee on each other. And then we won't get set on fire.
Don't you have like warm buckets of water to put in people's hands in?
Oh, right. Right. You... Genius. Brazilja. So I must have water, because the plan was that we were gonna go sneak into people's houses to make them pee themselves.
I mean, I don't think you included that as part of your final group plan.
Oh.
So I might veto that one. We'll say you have buckets, access to buckets, but no water. You see Fork run off, by the way, as he's realised. So he's going, oh no. He looks at all the bodies in front of him. Oh dear. And he just sort of like hops it off to the side.
Okay.
I feel
Alright.
like while they're chasing him now would be a good time to get into the tower.
Yeah, let's just go. I don't think we needed this subterfuge with a barrel, right? Like,
No,
Yeah,
that's pretty much
let's go
happening.
in.
Yeah.
I think that ship has sailed.
Yeah.
It's beyond the horizon. We start running up the stairs.
Sure. As you get into the first floor of the tower, there is one guard in there putting on his boots, and he looks up and goes, "Hey, what are you lot doing here?"
Oh, I'll pull out the cookie that I was saving for the blacksmith, and I'll just hold it out to him. We were handing these out, and this is the last one. It's really there's a lot of fire here.
And
Yeah, well, she said.
well, first of all, let's have a persuasion check, shall we?
Oh God. Oh no.
Hang on a minute. Hang on. You shouldn't be in here handing out cookies. You're up to something. And he goes to draw his sword. I'm going to arrest you! And pulls his sword out and tries to attack you.
Can I do? Okay, I want to throw the cookie in his face when I have the chance.
You can do that as a free action.
Okay, cool. What do I have to roll for this?
You can roll a ranged attack. You just use your dex.
Okay.
And proficiency if you're proficient in impromptu weapons.
As a fighter, I think I am.
All weapons, yeah. So, yep, dexterity and proficiency. Lovely.
It's a 10.
10, it hits his chest. And he rushes you.
It's a good cookie.
Everyone please roll initiative.
Oh God. What is happening?
Krim got a 13.
13 for Krim. Cool. So let's see who's. Oh, hang on. I haven't rolled yet. Hello. Okay, so Krim is first.
All right. Krim pulls out her hand, and she casts Ice Knife and flings it right at his left knee.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. And
Is that a dex save from him, or?
that is a dex save, yeah.
Cool. So makes the dex save 18.
He's so he takes no damage, but it does explode on his knee.
Awesome. So we'll say if he this sounds like a dex save. How about it misses his knee but hits right behind him, so it'll do exactly the same damage, but it explodes behind him, throwing him forward towards you all.
All right.
How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Cool. Would you like to roll some damage on that exploding damage?
Let's do it. With my 10. 9.
Oh, he hasn't got his armor on fully yet, and he's looking severely wounded. It looks like it's melting, but it looks like he's got shrapnel wounds all over his back as he leans like, blimey!
Krim turns to the group and goes, "Nice to meet you." Just kidding. No, not really.
I was having such a nice day. Next, it would be Griselda. Unless you have anything else to do, Krim.
No, turn over.
Turn over, lovely.
So, did anybody else join us? Is it just the one guard?
It's just the one guard. He hasn't even shouted yet. He hasn't had a chance.
Oh, cool. Then I'm gonna go up to like his kneecaps, I guess. First I'm gonna rage.
Lovely. I love your going to rage. The symbol of the rager. 1 moment, please.
I play a barbarian in another campaign, and my DM just assumes. So, okay. And I am going to. Griselda has this miniature flail that she takes with her, and she's just gonna right for the knees.
Of course. Ooh, an 11's not going to hit.
Oh, but I have advantage on strength checks and saving throws.
Yes, but what you want here is an attack roll. Are you doing a reckless attack? Do you have reckless attack at level 3? I think so. I think
Yes,
you do. Yeah.
I do. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Cool. You're attacking recklessly. 24 hits. How does this look? As that is enough damage to put him in pretty much an early grave, unless you want to make it non-lethal.
I will not make it non-lethal, and I get a +2 because of the raging. So, I think it literally like takes him out at the knees, right? Because that's about as tall as she is. So, with the shoulder swing, it just takes both kneecaps and he like goes sideways and crumples in half.
Yep. Oh yeah. So like this thing explodes behind him. He's propelled towards you. You take his knees out before he even managed to get down, and he's out, down, done. You made a bit of noise there though.
Children! What did you do? You killed him! That wasn't the plan!
You've been supporting setting people on fire, and you just giggled at the lightning bolt that killed how many people?
I didn't see any dead bodies. I don't know about you. Not from where we were standing.
All right, let's hustle. Let's go.
Let's go.
Now, I would like to remind you, in case we've forgotten about a certain mechanic, I don't want to rob anyone, that you did have Pass Without Trace on you. Would you like to modify your approach for the next floor?
Sure. Yeah. I didn't want to deny us a fight, so that's why I didn't say anything. But because I'd messaged everyone a while ago, I was like, we have Pass Without Trace, but yeah. So we all quietly go upstairs.
Up to the party. You know, I'm not going to force anyone. If you
Sneak.
sneak. Cool. Let's have some sneak rolls then with your +10.
Ooh.
Okay, so we've got
20.
27.
Yeah, so you've all got scores in the +20s. You can see 2 guards on this next floor. You can see two. Thank you. You can see 2 guards on this next floor. They are like looking out the window, looking down below at what's going on. They're like, look, you can hear one of them even say, look, all the people are gathering in the street. Look, all of them. Is that a fire on top of the gin distillery? But you can just sneak on by.
Wait, maybe we should push one of them out the window while we have a chance.
Now. To alert the other one?
We might not have another opportunity to push someone out a window like this. They're right there. And we're...
You never know how the guard captain, this might all pan out. With
If
him.
if each of us takes a person and we go at the same time, it should work perfectly.
Crim's looking at the rest of the group like,
Sure, I mean, sure. It's against the rules. We're trying to go against the rules.
Right, exactly.
every rule? Every rule?
Every rule.
Sure.
Every rule.
I'm not cutting my hair into a mullet. I'm not cutting my hair into a mullet.
I take somebody out with a flail, and it's a problem. We shove somebody out of a window, and it's a great idea.
Yeah, let's just go. Let's go.
That's
Come
true.
on.
We might not have another opportunity like this.
Come on, let's just go. Let's go. Let's get this guard captain. I feel like this.
Oh, fine, Crim.
We'll push on the way down.
On the way down. Yeah.
So as we ascend to the 3rd floor, can we have some more stealth rolls with your +10, please?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh boy. Okay. 2 crits in a row. 27 was that, Crim? You guys are like literally just melded into the shadows, and you can see there's 3 guards on this floor. 1 guard on the 1st floor, 2 on the 2nd floor, and 3 on the 3rd floor. Who knew? And one of them goes, "Is that a fire on top of the gin distillery?" And from out the window, looking across his shoulder, you can see as the gin distillery goes, there's a little like one of the explodes, and like another 2 start pouring gin out as the explosion damages them, and you can see almost like a pilot light on the biggest container. This light burning onto the top of the gin distillery.
Is there are there doors in between the floors? Like as we're going up the stairs, are there like?
There hasn't been as yet. You've been going up a spiral staircase. However, it's a very good question because from this floor onwards, there is a ladder leading to a hatch.
Okay, perfect. Because we should definitely lock that hatch, so these guards have a little bit of trouble. Something.
Do it. Yes.
That's good thinking.
All right, everyone up the ladder first because it's gonna take me a bit.
I'll start climbing.
Well, we'll make climbing the ladder a free check. I think if you can't climb a ladder, there's something very wrong with your character. Unless there's something established. I
think it takes me twice as long as a centaur.
Of course, yeah. Getting down the stairs is going to be interesting as well.
I'll just wild shape into something then. But
okay. And as you can, so the 3 of you can get up easily. We'll say, Crim, you can do it, but it just takes you a lot of time. You know, it's a lot like doing pull-ups, you know, and then having hooves set in, I guess. Yeah. Let's have some stealth rolls if we're going through the hatch onto the next floor.
Sorry to break the roll of 20 stealths.
No,
20 plus stealth.
Still a 17
Ooh.
and a 15.
Yeah.
You're just beating the DC there, just.
Okay.
I got 25.
25, beautiful. So as you get up on this floor, one of you bangs the hatch, but the brute of a man on this floor, carrying a large maul next to his armor with a nail through it, is looking out the window and he goes, hey, "Shut up, Lawrence. There's something going on out here."
This guy, we gotta push this one.
Let's push him.
He looks very heavy set, and he's like,
Oh.
Is that gin gathering around the bottom of the tower?
2, 3.
Let's do it.
And we charge and push him out the window.
Let's have some athletics checks. He's big enough that you can probably all pretty much help out if you want to.
You could,
Yeah.
if you want to.
Griselda's gonna rage too, so she gets the advantage on the strength check.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many
I forgot
rages?
to say that. I also raged before.
How many rages do you have at level 3?
3.
3. Okay, so you're saving your last one for the boss then. Cool. I thought for a second I thought it was 2. I was like, ah.
3.
Cool. So let's have these athletics checks then.
Krim got a 4, so she doesn't help.
There.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
How the way I'm seeing it then with a 13, a 19, and the 4 you don't help. You know, you just sort of like get. Perhaps you fall over. Actually, Krim, that'd be great. You can fall over. I've got an idea in my head. I've got a picture. The two of you can be pushing him out the window, and then we can have like with a nat 20, like some sort of flying drop kick, like some WWF wet dream, as you fly across the room and kick this guy, and he goes sailing out the window. And actually, when you get to the bottom, you don't hear a splat after a few floors. Instead, you hear a splonk.
Oh.
Are we that high up?
It's the gin.
Oh, I thought that was like his body just like
Liquefying.
I think it's the dip on the ground that's being filled with gin. It would be good. It's a good escape plan for us later. But probably from a lower level.
As you are standing near this window, you see that wick on top of the big condenser just burned down. And there is an almighty boom. This time it's not like one of the little bangs you saw before where gin started pouring everywhere. There is a massive boom, and there is no gin that comes pouring from the roof. It's like all the gin has gone up all at once.
Oh. That is a beautiful explosion.
And there's also, in the 4th granary, another fire starting.
Wait, no, not the 4th granary. We said 3.
We told them 3 out of 5.
And you can hear all over the city now shouts of angry people fighting in the streets. Some houses have been torched. People are getting real leery.
Getting real mad at folk right now.
I lean out the window and I try to I shout towards like the people, and I try to like start a crowd chant. I want baguettes. I want baguettes. I want baguette.
And like you can see that they're just so angry. Like 2 people are standing near each other. They're like, I want baguette. No, I want baguette. No, I want baguette. They just start fighting about it. They're so mad. They're just so mad. You know, I want baguettes. You're taking my baguettes from me.
It makes sense to be angry about baguette.
And every now and again, you can see as well some poor person who didn't get any cookies. Like, what the hell is going on? like just you see someone occasionally slinking along, like.
Just gotta pick up my kids. No.
What
right,
else
so-
is around us here at the top of the tower?
Well, you're not quite at the top. There is one more trap door.
One.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is there anything in here that we can put on top of the this trap door?
Well, he did drop his club before he went falling out the window.
Oh.
Seems like a barbarian tool.
Yeah. Is there like a latch on the... Like, I'm trying to think of a way to block the hatch.
There is a hook on the door and a latch on the wall, as though you can latch it open, but there's not a latch to latch it closed.
Are there any barrels or boxes in the room, or any of any kind,
There is a bookshelf,
or crates?
a bookshelf, and a footlocker, but unless one of you can lift it cleanly, that might make a lot of noise.
I love noise.
Should we lift
I'll
it
leave
together
it.
from 2 sides?
Yeah, we can do that.
For sure.
The footlocker? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we're gonna try to lift it and put it on top of the hatch.
What would that be? Strength, athletics?
You can use athletics, powerlifting, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Oof. Still got
So-
advantage as well. Oh no, hang on, that's from earlier. Never mind. Carry on.
No, I got an even 10 on that.
Even 10 and a 19. I think with a 10 and a 19, that balances out. You can tell that Crim's like sort of, you know, the lagging end of this, but you can get it across without knocking it into anything. Or at least, you know, if you do knock it, you only knock it once. Like, you know, the casual... yeah. And you can put it on top of that thing.
All right.
From outside, you hear people start like, ah! Oh! That! Oh! It's acid rain! It's acid rain! Except, it's not acid rain. It seems to be fiery rain.
Oh, the gin.
Oh,
Okay.
What
We
is
have to
that?
be real quick because I feel like fork needs to be put down.
I feel like maybe this is the safest place for us to be, where we have a roof and we are hidden and high up away from everybody else and locked away in a tower.
Until the gin at the bottom catches on fire.
This is like a stone tower. I mean, it'd have to be pretty hot.
You're right. It's not the fire
I
that
don't
kills
know where the
smoke.
nitroglycerin went because we left it behind.
All right, let's try to be speedy and then get the
Okay.
gin out of here.
Let's do it. We still have one more floor to go. Let's go.
Perhaps, yeah, you can go up to the next floor. This door is locked from above. Looks like a traditional like key lock.
Okay, where's the rogue?
I think that's the part.
I mean, there is one type of key we could use. This type of key.
All right.
Gotcha.
So in this shot, are we all just like pulling a fist back, like 2 by 2? Okay. We're all gonna punch the door at the same.
Because it's at the top. It's at the top of a ladder. So like, I imagine 2 of you are like what, like hanging off. How's this gonna?
Like I do the wind-up punch, you know?
Oh yeah, the old Hercules special. Love it. Who's doing this? I think there's only room for 2 of you on the ladder.
I want to beat this door up. That's for sure.
I could freeze the lock and then we could break it. Might be easier.
Oh, yeah. And then Griselda, you should take the other spot. You two will fit nicely next to each other on one ladder.
Crim pulls from her magic hand. She pulls out an ice knife that's shaped like a key and throws it at the lock. Little blue streak. 13. Or no, you have to make a dex save. I'm sorry. The lock makes a dex save?
Objects can't make a dex save, so we'll say it hits.
Yeah, so it'll take 2d6 damage. I don't know what that lock is. 5, 8.
8. Okay, so the lock freezes solid. It looks quite embrittled.
Yes.
And I guess Griselda looks at Tristan and she's like, "You ready?
I was born ready.
3, 2, 1, boom."
No, actually, unarmed attacks, please.
Oh, I don't have that
Oh.
set up.
Strength and proficiency.
Okay.
Your damage will be 1 plus your strength modifier.
Or 2. Okay. Oh, 1 plus
I'm already
our...
proficient in strength.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
that's fine.
It's okay. We're only looking for a nat 1 there, so that's fine.
okay. Yeah.
You can. I imagine your collective damage is going to be easy enough with this embrittled lock. The door comes flying off the hinges and opens up. Above, you can hear, "Oh no! Assassins! I knew it!" And you hear the sound of a rapier being drawn.
Let's break him.
This guy sounds kind of fancy.
Like we broke the rules. Like we broke the door. Let's break his face.
Yeah.
Yes. Then I guess we take the awkward moment of having to climb up and go there.
He starts to advance on you as you're trying to climb up, trying to bottleneck you. However, at around this time, the rain starts hitting the ground around the tower, and you're right, burning the tower would be impossible. However, the explosion that sends the tower up 2 feet in the air, especially with the weakened mortar from earlier, thank you so much, you guys, you all sort of like lurch and have this moment of weightlessness before the tower comes back down again, and he's very put off. So you've got time to climb up, but as you start to fight, you can feel the tower is swaying.
Oh god.
And Griselda's gonna look at Crim and be like, "You said you can wild shape, right? Any chance you got a flying speed on any of those characters?"
Not at this level, metagaming Griselda. We all draw our weapons and face off with. What do we see? What does the guard captain?
Oh, he's an elderly man with a grey beard, grey eyelashes beneath this full helmet that covers all of his face except for like a key-shaped slot for his face. With this large red plume, he's got a golden lion on his breast. It looks like it's been polished every day and never been tarnished once. And shield and a rapier. Have at thee! I'll take the lot of you.
Are you sure?
You'll never take me alive.
No, we could kill you.
You don't
That's
seem
very-
particularly confident.
Are you trying to intimidate this person?
Yes.
Yeah.
Make me an intimidation check.
Who? All of us, or just one person with advantage?
One with advantage. Who wants to take it?
You do it. All right.
Aria.
Oh god.
No pressure.
Dang it. Okay. Okay.
And he sort of like goes, okay, look, maybe you will best me. And he starts backing away from you. And as he starts backing away from you, the tower starts to lean.
Can we go back?
Well, you're all at the trap door. You're at the furthest edge.
Oh. Oh god.
Come this way. I like have my arms open.
No! No, you'll kill me! And he starts backing up more, and
Come to me.
the tower starts to lean. What would you like to do? How would you like to get out of this scenario?
I'll put my swords on the ground and be like, look, we are unarmed. Just come here, otherwise the tower will fall and we will all die.
Make me a persuade. Your DC is a 21 for the intimidation check.
Please. Oh.
It's like, no, you'll kill me. And at that point, you feel the tower go over that tipping point as it starts to, like, slowly accelerate. You've got a matter of seconds to try and get to safety somehow. What do we do?
Griselda is gonna grab onto the hole in the floor of where the door, door hatch, right? Like.
If anyone's looking at Crim, they're gonna see they're gonna see 8 hairy legs start coming out of her mouth as her face and skin start to rip apart, and a giant spider comes out of her, like her Crim skin dripping away, and she starts like shooting web at all the other like tall structures around the tower. Of course, none are tall enough, but try to like create a web for all of them.
Yeah.
Web casting ability.
Casting webs all over the place.
Yeah.
And so, yep, webs all over the place, possibly creating safety nets. Anyone else taking any actions?
If we're going down, then I'm going down breaking the rules. And he moons everyone.
Tristan moons everyone.
Tristan moons everyone. Perfect. How about Aria?
So the tower tipping this way, is there like a window on this side?
Yes.
Like on the upper side? Can I sort of climb up while it's tipping and just stand on the upper side, I guess. On the side that's to stand this way, I guess, when it starts falling.
Right, so you've all made your decisions. Let's see. For Griselda, it's going to be a grip check, athletics. For Crim, you're casting, so we don't need to worry about that. That's an automatic thing. Turston, for mooning, also will give that as a free action. Well, not as a free action, as an action, but you don't have to roll anything for it. You can just do it. I think acrobatics, Aria, to get out of the window and onto the side of the building as it's falling.
Okay.
That's a good grip, but not such a good acrobatics. So how would this look as your acrobatics is not quite succeeding?
Oh boy. Would I be able to grab onto the thing maybe, and then I don't know, like I can't quite get on top of the side as gracefully as I'd like, so maybe I'm kind of stuck halfway between.
Sure, you can be stuck halfway as it's falling. Do you know what? I think after this there'll be time for one more action each before the tower hits the ground. You can feel the G-force as it starts to press you against things. It starts to fall rapidly now. You can see the guard captain. He starts walking towards the wall and simply just puts his foot on the back wall like he's trying to brace. He doesn't look very sure. One more action each.
Griselda's just holding on for dear life.
Okay.
That's what her that is.
We'll let you keep the athletics roll because you've done the same thing.
I'm gonna try again to get to the side if that's possible.
Yeah, sure.
Would that be another acrobatics?
Well, let's see, you're halfway through, so you can pull yourself out with athletics now if you like.
Okay.
Oh. Just squat thrusting yourself up onto the side of the building. You're standing on the side. How about Crim?
Crim's walking along a web line as fast as possible, and then is gonna try to who didn't have the safest grip of the group? Is it
I didn't have
Kirsten?
any grip.
Yeah, Turston.
Okay.
Turston's just mooning.
Shoots a web at Tierston's ankles to try to save him too.
Okay. So then, as the tower hits the ground, you see this person squat and sort of cry as the building sort of just starts crumbling. Let's have some dex saves with advantage, everyone, because you've all put yourselves in a reasonably good position, either through grip, through web, or through standing on the side of the wall.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, the only person who got on the side of the wall was the person who takes the most damage. So let's see, you were 6 stories up. I'm going to roll you some damage now. How much? What's your health at level 3? Is that of interest?
32.
Oh, this will be fine. If you succeeded on your dex save, you take half of that. Otherwise, you take the full damage. That's quite a high roll.
Yeah, all 5s and 6s and then 1.
Yeah, and let's make a dex save for the guard captain as well, shall we? He does not have advantage because his preparation was not complete through terror. Terror, I say, at all of you. And he does not save either. He takes 29 points of damage and just goes straight down.
Oof.
Mission accomplished. The guard captain is dead. What do you all do as the wreckage of this tower starts crumbling around you and fires burn everywhere and people are rioting?
Well, I'd say that was a job well done, guys.
I don't like being told what to do or restricted or bound in any way. Get this web off of me.
Crim pulls the web back and rolls their many eyes.
We should probably go back to Fork and see what we should do then.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think we can destroy the rules if we destroy the tower that holds the rules. So
Yeah, I mean, we should probably go find Fork and make sure that he doesn't burn the last grain store so that we can make some celebratory baguettes.
and
almost
special cooking.
at the time you say that, you see the fiery rain landing all over the city and the last grain store. Woof. Also, another one of the gin distilleries goes up. Poof.
The last one? Yeah.
Okay, I accept this.
A hand punches through the top of the spider, and you see Krim like pull herself out of the body, like get the interstitial fluid off. All right. Darn it! I can't remember if we're allowed to curse.
It's fine.
Let's. Does anyone have any Walter abilities? Anything we could do to put this out?
We could
I'm
pee on each
literally-
other.
Yeah. Okay. Other than that, we need like a little bit more continuous Walter. Be on each other.
Oh man,
Nothing. Nothing.
you beat me.
Is there in the town? Is there like a?
I mean,
Oh,
if there's a
not a
fountain,
water
I could break it.
Like, there's a well, but like the people who are trying to operate the well are just fighting over the bucket.
Yeah.
I'm getting the water. No, I'm getting the water. And nearby, so I'm not getting involved. You know?
Do we want to take care of this or do we want to hide? Because if we want to hide, I can just take us back to the forge and we can just hide and wait for this to go away.
I mean, it could be days.
Hiding is so boring, though.
Also, there might be a riot. Like, I feel like we need to like somehow like contain it. Like, get the people unriled.
Let's
Is
maybe
it-
we should start with maybe we should start with the man of the hour.
Yeah. Can
For
we find his corpse?
Or you actually you can see a orc looking around with scorched clothes, burns all over him.
There's still okay. Is he guys? Psst, Fork, hey.
Hang on a minute. I haven't got arrested yet. This time.
We should wait this time.
What?
have you destroyed cities in the past?
I must admit, this is some of my best work yet. Quite accidental.
I mean-
I admit it's quite accidental.
It's all good, but you destroyed the 4th granary when we were gonna shave the 4th and the 5th so we can make baguettes.
I didn't deliberately destroy the 4th one. I had a brilliant bit of logic, right? Everything was catching fire, and I thought, well, I want to be somewhere where I'm not going to set anything on fire, so we're not going to set fire to the 4th granary, so if I hide in there, then I won't be able to set it on fire.
And then you did.
That was an accident.
Okay, so new plan. We stop setting things on fire.
Okay. Okay, I like where you're going with this. Fork, are you able to stop setting things on fire?
I can stop setting things on fire, but I don't have any helpful abilities when it comes to putting fires out or healing people. I'm all about damage.
All right. Well, yeah. No more fires, or else there might be an accident with one of your hands. Get my meaning.
But I've got your pay!
Oh, that's also true. Do you know anyone that can heal? My face hurts.
Oh! I can hear your face. Show me.
Wait, is there like half a tower block stuck to your
Yeah.
head?
You see like a mangled face, like I think it just hurts here a little bit, just on my chin. It's like all
Yeah, I mean, Griselda has at least one broken arm, if not. Like,
Oh. Okay. Well,
like she's on her literally like her last limb.
Okay, so Krim rolls up one of her sleeves, and you can see the illegal tattoos, and she traces one that's got a tree on it, and the tree starts these beautiful orange and yellow leaves start falling from it, and she pulls Fey energy from the balm of the summer court, and you are healed for 1d6. Roll that.
I love your flavoring.
Thank you. And how and your chin, is it? Do you want a little bit of this too?
Yes, that's good.
Okay,
Thank you.
She rolls up the other arm, and it's another tree, but with bare branches, and then traces it, and then the snow starts falling, and then you get 1d6 as well.
Oh my god. It's so pretty. The visuals, I love it.
All right, but the rest of the town. Oh my god.
Well,
Thank
so
you.
do we know any way that we can like maybe counteract the like raginess that we gave everybody? Like I don't know, like maybe if they have like something else to eat or
Is there
Or if we turn them all against one
laxatives. We could give everybody laxatives, get it out of their system. I don't know.
I
thing.
mean,
That's an option.
how would you get them to eat them though? They're so angry. Why don't you all give me some more nature medicine or something else relevant, arcana, whatever you want to give me, checks. Oh boy.
18 medicine.
18 medicine. Okay, so let's see. On the arcana and the little medicine check, maybe laxatives is a good idea. On an 18 medicine check, you can tell everyone's all right. They're just really leery. All they need is like, they just need to essentially spend either be united in determination to transfer that energy into something useful, or just have time to slug it out and get out of their system. On a 23 nature, you know that there is a certain root in a certain beer in the city, which no one would know if they didn't have a nat 20. That it has extremely calming effects. It's a special beer, often given at weddings, called Marriage If You Wanna.
So guys, what if there's that one brewery that does all the wedding stuff and they have that real nice, that real calm beer, right? I don't know why they serve it at weddings. Nobody who wants to be chill at a wedding. But anyway.
Oh, you mean Hopstramoni's Brewery?
Yeah, that place. Hopstramoni's.
Sorry.
Hoppies, because they make everybody happy anyway.
It's a bit of a stretch from here, if you get what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
So we get something for everybody to calm down, and we do the same thing we did with the cookies.
Well, so we get a whole bunch of the beer, and everybody's been fighting over things, right? So you just say, "This is my beer. I'm gonna drink it," and then everybody else will be like, "No, it's my beer. I'm gonna drink it."
All
That's
right.
a good idea. Let's do that.
Is our cart still here that we had before, or no? It's back at the forge, right? Okay.
We can say that you can get to your cart very easily. It's back at the forge, but you can make your way through the rioting people. They're so busy rioting, they're not really trying to stop anyone. You just have to take maybe a few detours around some fires, but you can get there. The fires are actually starting to burn out. The city's mostly stone. A lot of the shrubberies and greenery in the city is now very blackened, and the granaries are nearly completely gone. But the fires are starting to burn down a little bit.
All right. We're putting the barrels in the cart. We're getting a couple of them, right? We're gonna need at least 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think as many as we can get, right?
And maybe we should set some aside because I love alcohol, and I just would like to have some extra because I just drink so much alcohol all the time.
Yeah,
Don't
Larry,
worry.
because you're party crazy.
Yeah. Don't worry, I got some Tabasco for yours too. So okay, we get like 6
That
barrels.
stuff was trash.
6 barrels. We get some like loose tankards too. So that way,
Mm-hmm.
All right. So is there like an area where like a lot of the people are gathered, or I guess the most clear section now?
Well, it was near the tower until the tower exploded, and they scattered it a little bit. They're gathering in the big spaces, mostly.
The big space. Oh, remember this used to be dedicated to some lovely people that helped start the hospital, but now this park is just a scorched earth. So this looks good.
Everything must burn for something better to come out of it.
Oh, truth.
That's my motto.
Anarchy. Oh, sorry.
That's alright, anarchy's good too. That's pretty much my motto. Burn it down so we can start again. Ain't it lovely? Oh, 200 gold each, by the way. 200 gold. There you go.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you.
Money will have no value in our new society.
But until then, you want some beer money, don't you?
That's also
Okay,
true.
girls.
Gotta be, new thinking, new drinking. See what I've done there. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's
Okay,
your
so-
slogan.
Should we go get our beer?
Yeah. We got the carts, or we got the barrels, and we're in that like area with a lot of clear space so people can see us drink fighting.
Oh my God, you guys were getting beerwana.
All right, Krim passes out 4 mugs, 5 mugs.
Yep.
Fork gets one too.
And Griselda's just going up to random groups of people with bunches of mugs in her arm and just being like, "This is mine!"
And
Roll
then
one.
I'm starting the fight and like, it's mine. I'm trying to grab it out.
I want one. Give it here. And through the crowd, Kirsten, you see your mother appear as she like is raking someone's face with one hand and like shouting. at
Yeah,
someone.
get him, Mom.
And she focuses eyes on you, Kirsten, and is like, "You sniveling little brat!" And just like starts coming towards you, like claws out.
And it's like all of a sudden, like Kirsten's face, like is like at like pure fear, and yeah, Kirsten's sprinting in the opposite direction, like.
She whips out the middle name, right? Like,
Well, what's the full name again? I don't even. Kirsten Hemsworth Moore. Get over it. No, that's yeah. So Kirsten bails.
This nope's out. But the people do start fighting over the beer and drinking it, and after a couple of hours, they start to calm down. And we won't roleplay the whole thing because you can rinse repeat at the other locations. And by the next morning, this very, very burnt, very, very worn out town, somewhat happier because they are not no longer under the yoke of oppression, but also a little bit sad because they've got a hell of a lot of work to do rebuilding the town. They feel pretty good about things, I guess. Enough to warrant slightly happy music. What do you all do as an epilogue? How does this end for your characters?
Well, I know what Kirsten's doing, and that's trying to prevent all reconstructive efforts and have people subscribe to his vision for an anarchistic society.
Of course.
Yeah.
Why don't you give
Nice.
me a persuasion check to see how successful that is?
Here we go. Oh! Whoa!
So perhaps a couple of people in their rage saw you climbing out of the tower having defeated the guard captain, and that gives you a certain level of, street cred, That this guy took out the guard captain. We should, you might look like a punk and talk like a punk, but gets results.
Because I am a punk.
Yeah, you start a punk movement. People start following you with all like piercings and hairs and stuff.
Start making your own line of leather sneakers and stuff too. Branding.
You know it. And
Krim opens up a tattoo shop in town finally and does plein air tattooing under the sky, so everyone can enjoy it.
Yeah, under the new constitution put into place, whatever it is, that'd be perfectly legal. And people come to you from all over for these wonderful tattoos with potential magical properties, as they've heard of your prowess healing people with your tattoos.
I think Griselda might ask Arya if she wants to open a bakery in town together. Because apparently there's a market for it and they have made some skills.
It's great you say that, because I was gonna say Arya was planning on opening kind of like basically she noticed how much people like watering holes in that kind of area. So like just some place to sit and hang out. So maybe put some chairs and tables and stuff in front of the the forge and work it both as a forge and a bakery.
Can we go into business and open a patisserie together?
Yes. With a side of swords.
Let's have a persuasion check for you guys to see how well you do, or if you want to quite focus on how good your bakes are, we can instead have some sort of a baking check. However, I've got an idea for if the baking check goes bad as well.
I'm gonna bake, because Griselda needs to redeem herself, or maybe not, and I want to know if it happens.
I'll do the setting up the store part of things.
So brilliant. So on an 8, you burn most of your cookies all of the time.
Aww.
But Aria is such a great salesperson that she markets this to the pubs, saying our drier biscuits will cause your patrons to drink more beer, and they latch on to the burnt biscuit thing, and it becomes a staple for the town. Burnt biscuits and gin. They call it the regular town burning. That's the name of the combination.
Fantastic.
And is there a regular bonfire annually in the town to remind people to?
Yes.
Hosted by the
Fork is known for the burning, and so is the guard captain whose name was Gustus, and the town people smushed the two names together, and they have Fork's Guy Night.
Planned that one the entire time. I knew it. Excellent. Ugh.
Fantastic.
And that is where we end our little tale. I really hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Let's go round, talk to you all, tell me what your favourite bit was, where we can find you online, and all of them good things. Let's start somewhere else completely. Let's start with Genya. First time on the channel, Genya. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
Oh, I had a great time. This is fantastic. Thank you. It was so fun playing with all of you. I think my favorite part was our multiple rounds of making cookies, and a couple of them turning out fine, and then having to display them nicely or just shove them in people's mouths. You can find me at the Genya online, or you can. I play a ranger tiefling on D20 Dames, an all ages podcast that has all women. D20dames.com. Thank you.
Lovely. If you want to put some of those links in the chat for us, that would be fantastic. We don't block links, and I'd very much appreciate it. It'll save me figuring out how to spell. Let's go around next to Kelly Lane. Oh, hi, Kelly.
Oh, hi. I had a great time. This was a lot of fun. I don't know what I like more, the fact that we defeated the big bad guy by dropping a tower on him on accident, or the cookies. I'm not sure. So I'm Kelly, Kelly Lane on Twitter. You can find me there. Eventually I'll finally update my pinned tweet with my schedule. We'll see when that happens. I don't know. But most importantly, you can find me this week here on the channel. Monday nights, 10:30 p.m. EST. I start my first DM'd campaign on the channel. It'll be a good time. It's gonna be fun. It's an epic fantasy adventure. Little whimsy, little snowy. It'll be a good time.
A lot of tiefling, a little bit of human.
3 tieflings and a human walk into a tavern.
I'm looking forward to that character so much. I think it's one of my characters I'm most looking forward to playing this season. So, Kelly, I'm really looking forward to your game. Next around... Oh, God, sorry.
And then Wednesday, you should join us for the Star Wars game that Jay, the wonderful Jay, is making music for. I'm very excited, and I'm going to spend my afternoon finishing my character sheet.
Yeah, I'll probably be able to have some free time to come and help you after Eden as well, because sleep's for the week. Next, let's go around to Jay.
I am Jay. You can find me at Jay Gons Gold, and you'll see me tomorrow night on Dynama. I'm super excited for that. Alice is DMing
on Dynama, Jay? On Dynama?
Oh my god, not Dynama. Doors of Dunera. Dynama's over. Dynama's dead.
We've got so long until it's over, right? Like
yeah, Dynama, been there, done that. See you later, alligator. You know, like
over it already.
Doors of Dunera.
That's
now
the one.
that is where it's at. That's where it's at. That's gonna be tomorrow. And yeah, so tune in, specifically listen in tomorrow. But also listen in on Thursday, where you'll hear my music on Star Wars. So, and I'm going to be spending my afternoon working on that. So
I'm thoroughly looking forward to it. I haven't listened to one of the demos yet because we were live by the time you sent it to me, but I'm really, really keen. I've heard one, and I'll tell you all in chat now. This little spoiler, it's not really a spoiler though, because you knew this was coming. It's amazing! Last around, and most certainly not least, a player who knows Fork quite well. Oh, hi, Nairi.
Oh, hi. Oh man. Okay, my favorite part was the fact that as soon as you started talking as Fork, I knew it was Fork, because who can possibly forget Fork the Half-Orc Sork? That was one of my favorite things ever. The other one was the flavoring on the healing that Jen did with Krim, because I've never seen druids be played like that, and I loved it so much. It was awesome. A lot of the shenanigans are just fantastic. I loved the cooking bits. I loved pushing down the massive guy that was totally supposed to be a combat encounter for us down the out the window. I loved so many of the shenanigans that we brought upon Scratticus today. It was great. So yeah, I'm Nairi, or you can find me at Malacatra on Twitter, or if you want to find my art Twitter, it's at rsdoodle. Or if you're interested in seeing some more of the stuff that I do, on Fridays and Mondays I play on a different channel known as Natural Ruckus. On Fridays we play a steady game. On Mondays we alternate between two different games, and it's going to be really great. It's fantastic adventures, all sorts of fantasy stuff. It's great, so you should go check it out. Maybe
it's going to be fantastic. Natural Ruckus, I've appeared over there one time. They're an amazing group. I had a lot of fun over there. You should definitely go and check them out. That is it from us for this stream. Before we go, let's pop some more links. We've got a little way to go. I'd love to get Bree funded today. I know it's a lot to ask now with only 4 hours left, but I will remain hopeful that you want to see pie all over my face. Please go and support Bree if you can. We very much appreciate every donation. Every little helps, and we very much appreciate. But please do not give if you are not able to. Please donate responsibly. Yeah, well, there's all sorts of things that you can donate for at the end of the stream as well. I can't remember what command it was to get the end of stream rewards, but I'll figure it out in the break. We'll be back. Well, I won't be, but the Eden crew will be back in half an hour with the premiere of Eden Season 2, which will be running this season. I know there's a lot of hype from it in perhaps, is it fair to say, the smaller Scratticus Academy community from Season 1? And I know all the rest of you are going to absolutely love it as well. We'll be back in half an hour with that. Until then, everyone, have a great half an hour break. Get some stretches in. Get a toilet break in. That's my plans. And we'll see you in about half an hour. Goodbye, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
OBS is struggling. There we